1. Hello, everyone. Welcome on into the stream. Hello, hello, hello. We are back, finally, with some more Ace Attorney Investigations 2. We already got a follow. Mudwing Ice Hybrid, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the Orange Heart Tribe. Hope you're doing well. And I still need to figure out why my stream alerts are not playing on my desktop. Good evening to you, Isano, and hello, Sparko. Yep, we are back with Ace Attorney. I took last week off because I was staffing for an event. And also, I kind of needed a little week to recharge my batteries. But I'm feeling rested, rejuvenated, ready to go for another Ace Attorney night. And also, for those who did not hear the news, I am doing my second ever live show at MCFC next month. I am very excited. I am very excited. We're going to be, MCFC was ready for hardstyle for the first time. I'm going to give them a healthy second round this year. It's going to be absolutely, we are so freaking back. But we're also back to solving this grand mystery in Ace Attorney Investigations 2. So let's keep on continuing. We are currently in the middle of investigating an attempted assassination on the President of the Republic of Zhangfa, and we are going to be boarding the plane to continue the investigation. Because the assassination attempt did not take out the president, but rather one of his bodyguards. So let's continue.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mr. President, get down.
All right. Yep. With the death of Bastion Rook and the revelation that Shelley the Killer was in our midst, the case had taken a turn where we can never have predicted. Mr. Knight ordered that the door to the presidential plane be opened, and the emergency personnel attending to Mr. Rook's body were asked to leave. With the scene cleared... Oh, wait. I am still on the, I'm stupid. I was still on the, stream. At least there was nothing, I realized that, that the, game was not on stream. I forgot to switch screens. Whoops, but that's fixed now.
Go ahead and do. Yep. Just go do that. Yep.
With the scene cleared, we stepped cautiously aboard. All right, Star, take it away.
March 25th, 4:15 p.m. Zhangfa Presidential Plane.
No president in sight. Now, where could he be?
Who knows?
Not there. Not there. Ah! So he is hiding behind the bulkhead door over there, is he?
Hang on a minute.
Yeah, it's still black.
Yeah, I've got the, hang on,
I'm looking through your stream too, just in case.
Yep, got it. Alright.
Are you sure this?
See?
Yep, now it's there. Okay.
There
Welcome to the
we
DEF
go.
CON 1 Black stage. Indeed.
So he's hiding behind the bulkhead door over there, is he? As courageous in the face of danger as ever.
Sorry to disappoint, but did you seriously expect him to be standing here waiting to meet his assassin?
As we have already established, my interest lies only in the successful conclusion of this investigation. Now, Mr. if you would be so kind as to examine the body.
Alright. My only option right now is to play along. The rest is up to you, Detective Gumshoe.
Man, being fun is very fun.
So the attempted assassination of the president has become the murder of a bodyguard. Sorry, you can do, okay.
Alright. You look like you could use a little help there, Miss Edgeworth.
Not that I need it, but yes.
That's what I thought. There's nothing else for it. Hey, Faraday, great feat extraordinaire. We'll just have to take it from here.
Oh, really? You mean you're going to solve the case for me?
Nope,
I thought not.
but I will provide a visual assistance. Now, let's get this scouring.
Scouring.
Now let's get to scouring this crime scene from top to bottom.
It will take Detective Gumshoe a while to assemble our backup, so I'll need to draw this part of the investigation out for as long as possible.
Yeah.
Let's go. Alright, first things first, let's examine the body.
I guess so.
I must scour the scene and inspect anything that catches my attention.
They changed up the lingo a bit.
Yeah, definitely. Alright, there's a bullet. Alright, bullet wound right there. The bullet seems to have entered just under his armpit and went clean through his body. He was hit in an area his bulletproof vest didn't cover.
Like it was on purpose or something? Huh.
The cause of death would appear to be loss of blood. Attempts were made to stanch it, but to no avail. Okay.
The medics must have been brought in to try and save him.
Sadly, it was too little, too late. Alright, let's examine the gun. So the victim was also carrying a revolver.
It looked like he was trying to use it.
He probably drew it on instinct when he felt threatened. We should check to see if he managed to fire any rounds off. All there, and no other signs of the weapon having been used. Was this the one on loan from Zhang Fa too?
Yep, sure was. Fa is issued with the same model gun.
Oh, that's convenient.
I'm curious about the case.
Yeah, let's take a look at that.
Literally the case.
It's a bulletproof attach
case.
Attach case, okay. Bodyguards use them to shield their clients from gunfire. There were some in Kay's photograph, too. Yeah. Looks like Rook and Knight each had one. And just for reference, that little red spot on the president's forehead, that is the end of a laser.
Laser sight.
Yep. Yep, the apparent...
Bug bite.
Because that should be a good time for check the evidence.
So, poor Rook, who was played by J.K. Simmons.
Alright.
Moving on.
Moving on. Oh, hey! That's the photo I snatched!
Yep, so just for reference, here's what you got so far. So, we got President of Zhang Fa to visit. This is a special report about him coming in. A steel samurai balloon, which was popped, probably due to a gunshot. A recording of the president's speech with 2 gunshots on the audio that was recorded by Miss Lloyd, our fellow reporter. Which we'll go to her momentarily. Then we got the bullet trajectory. It was fired from the left side of the crowd, and as you can see, it got hit by hit the steel samurai balloon. These are Kay's photographs. You can see there's a person with a red hoodie. That is and then there's a laser sight right there. Then there's that photo right there, and then this was taken in after everyone ran away, and you can see person with a red hoodie in the background.
Yep.
Then there's the security plan, and of where the bodyguards are. Less cover for Lakeside for now. Eyes on this area. Rook was repositioned in light of Knight's injury because Knight has a little neck brace on him. Knight to immediately escort President in case of emergency. Stay frosty. We know who might be in the audience. And here's the revolver with the laser sight.
Yes.
2 spent bullets was used in the attempt. Then a red raincoat with blood on the inside. The person who was wearing it must have been injured left arm. That is the case for shelling, by the way. Then, of course, that's where we are.
Yeah.
Then, regarding people who were involved in the case,
I think we need to look at everything here.
Gumshoe, President Dijun
We did this the
Wang,
last time, right?
Tabby Lloyd, I'm just catching a star up. Then we got Kay, the Killer,
Okay.
Knight, and
Okay.
Oh yeah,
And-
and speaking of Knights and Rooks, prepare yourself because this game has a lot of chess metaphors.
Oh boy.
Chess.
You can hardly steal a photo at a public event, Kay.
But I'm snatching up a moment in time with every picture I take, you know?
I take it snatch is your new favorite word?
Maybe?
Anyway,
Take a look
nothing
at
else really to know.
It's the victim, Mr. Bastion Rook, bodyguard to the president of Zhangfa.
He's one of the guys that brought the president inside as soon as the shooting started.
Which means he continued to do his duty right up until his dying breath.
At least he'll get
Posthumously.
posthumously. Wow, that's a big word. I don't even know. Posthumously promoted.
Well, that
Okay.
happens a lot with dead bodyguards and sorts there, or like people who are doing stuff in line of duty. When they die, they get like promoted up a rank there
Yeah.
as like a
Honor.
thing.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
it's better to know when to say nothing at all than to end up with your foot in your mouth.
What do you mean?
I mean, bodyguards don't even operate on the same rank promotion system as police in the first place. Exactly.
Anyway, so not much to say here.
I think
I
that...
wonder what those things in the corner, on the corner
wait,
left.
wait,
Up
wait,
in
wait,
the
wait,
corner,
wait,
Oh, we
wait,
can't
wait.
go.
We're
Below him,
facing
below
right
him,
now.
below him, below him.
It's a mat.
Higher.
Oh yeah, there is
Yeah,
something
there.
below there. Yeah, no,
mean,
there is
that-
something down there.
Oh.
There are two large rectangles cut into the floor here. I can see hinges through the gaps.
It's an emergency entrance disguised as an emergency exit. All the president would need is lower his rope ladder and make his miraculous escape.
Which would make it an exit, not an entrance. So which is it?
Yes.
It's an exit, but it used as an entrance, but disguised as an exit. Yeah. I think.
Congratulations, you even confused yourself. That's quite the achievement.
Anyway, so there is an entrance below there, that's up there. Alright, I think we're good here.
Let's
Okay.
take a look at these
There's
here.
gas masks there. Why is there gas masks?
Two gas masks in case of a poison gas attack, I suppose. The president clearly seems to think he's at risk of assassination at all times.
Woo! Gas mask! I never seen one before. I've heard plenty about them, of course.
Oh, from a fellow thief, I presume?
No, from a Jammin' Ninja! You know, my favorite TV kids show. Princess Marasaki was getting married, but Toxic Ninja Wolfsman showed up to lay down some sick burns.
And time to tune out. Might save myself a brain cell or two. Steel Samurai all the way.
Yes.
And it's time to tune out.
Alright.
Now.
There's some. Why does he have Tamagotchis on his desk? I have high hopes for your investigation. I do hope you won't betray my trust in you.
Okay, first things first. Badge.
I must admit, I have never seen one of these up close. It's akin to a license, correct? I do.
No way! You have a license to kill?
No, but if I must spell it out for you.
Nope. All good. Thanks. You can keep that little nugget of truth locked up nice and tight in your heart, okay?
So, even a great thief's bravado quickly crumbles in the face of an assassin. Alright.
Alright. Things are progressing well, I hope.
There's no need to worry. Things are progressing just fine.
Remember, I absolutely despise betrayals of all kinds.
Just like Matt. Yes, I know.
Yeah, I heard that.
Indeed you do. So please, do not take care to double-cross me, accidentally or otherwise.
No, I really have no choice but to do as he says for now.
So headwater. Can't believe an assassin onto the president's plane.
You know very well it was for the good of the investigation, Mr. Knight.
Don't give me that. I know what you really want.
You do indeed, because you heard me say it already. I wish to know the truth behind Mr. Rook's death.
But you did also say you were asked to assassinate the president by a certain someone.
You seem to have forgotten that there are more pressing matters at hand. I don't often carry out unpaid work, but it's not entirely unheard of.
Fine, I'll get back to the investigation.
Good. I am expecting great things from you, Mr. Edgewood.
Alright. Alright, let's take a look here. Oh, there's a bullet hole in there. Hold on.
Eh?
I'm a
Yeah,
scour
look
the
at
scene
that.
and inspect anything like. Yeah, we get it. Alright,
that's
first things
great.
first. The Tamagotchis.
Oh my god, jeez.
These personal safety alarms are very colorful. Looks like they get a lot of use as well.
I like the president. He seems like a thoughtful guy. Buying these for his buying these for his kids, maybe his wife too.
I've fallen and I can't get up.
Oh
Why?
my goodness.
Why would they be all here if that was the case? No, these are for his own personal use.
Objection, Your Honor. It is simply not possible for one person to use this many personal alarms. Why
Overruled.
you?
That presses all the buttons.
I demand all these overrule stuff. Why, you ask? Because he is a human, and therefore possesses only 2 hands.
20 hands wouldn't be enough to count the number of objections I have to that objection. Alright, first.
Anyway. Bullet hole.
That looks heavy. So, this is what the president wears, huh? Must have made of something super special.
Yes, to protect him from bullets.
What? So it's not just for show?
Of course not. This is a bulletproof vest.
And that's not like
It has a bullet lodged inside it.
yeah,
Interesting.
That's not fake fiction sort of stuff there. You can have some bulletproof vests where you can shoot the thing point blank into your chest and it will not penetrate.
Wow.
Ah, got it.
Those things can be powerful.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, definitely. Oh, so that's what one of those looks like. Why didn't you say so? Now I feel silly.
What are these? Documents
Documents?
of some kind.
We could always steal a glance.
Oh, this is another one. Another security plan. Also covered in case of amphibious assault. Okay, so they got 6 pawns. I'm assuming those are just like regular bodyguards. Then we got Knight, of course, being the Knight, and then Rook being the Rook. And the King being the President. Spectator areas should be covered at all times. The President's safety is paramount. Wait a minute, March 19th?
What's the date on the other one?
March 24th.
So this is earlier.
Oh yeah, like the one from the trash can.
Precisely. But wait, something feels off.
Yeah.
The
Okay.
date.
So here's something that's weird about it too. So this one has like 8 different pawns, and they're all about like president safety, amphibious assault covered at all times. And yet the last one has no pawns. Also knows someone's in there.
Better save just in case.
I'm assuming it
What's
might.
this thing?
It could be the date.
Might as well give it a shot.
Yeah,
Maybe.
It definitely would be the previous security plan. Eureka! Nope.
It's not a contradiction.
Yeah.
Though. That's kind of the thing I would think of.
Okay.
It's a fact. It's not a deduction.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna try thinking a bit more here because I know that this game is wanting me to think more because that's what, like, it's really wanting you to not play around and like, that's what I'm getting. That's the kind of vibes I'm getting from this, and I'm all for it. So Knight, Spectator, this should be the,
What did the other parts?
The
What did the
spectators
other
surrounding
say?
should be. Yeah, look at the notes differently. Stays frosty.
That
We know
is a
who might
contradiction.
be not.
right there.
Where?
The first line.
Stay Frosty, we know who might be in the audience.
No. No, you're looking at the last one. Look at the first one.
Also covered in case of amphibious assault.
In case of amphibious assault, what was the first line on that piece of paper?
Less cover on the lakeside less cover for lakeside now. Eyes on this area.
Bingo.
Alright.
Oh, okay.
Oh, and wrong button. Alright, let's...
Deduce.
Alright.
Why would
Eureka!
that?
No?
Okay, I guess that's later. Because I mean, one is talking about it days later, though. Anything on this text could be anything, really.
Yeah.
I guess we just talk about the president's. What did the president's safety talk about in the last paper again?
Knight to immediately escort president to plane in case of emergency.
Okay, so Rook's on the left, Knight's on the right.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, because they're Knight's on
Wait,
the.
are they,
different
are they
sides.
flip? Wait, they're
They flip
flip-flop.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
let's try
okay, then.
Eureka! The two plans are different. Was the security detail reorganized at some point?
Huh? Oh, you're right.
Oh, that's Knight.
My knight in shiny armor. Come forth.
Fan. Han, you there?
Poke, poke. Why don't you there?
Alright, well, I guess.
Must have gotten pulled away for something really quick.
Alright,
You could actually do it there.
Okay.
If you could get it real
okay.
quick.
Yeah, we made some last minute changes yesterday. President's orders. Why the urgency? Because of what happened the day before, the killer here tried to take him down.
Oh.
Oh?
Disconnected.
Hang on, is he?
Excuse me?
I think internet's messing up a bit. That's all.
Uh-oh.
Alright.
Keep
Oh,
going,
do
though.
it.
Alright. He infiltrated the security detail, posed as one of us.
There you are, huh?
There he is.
Did
Oh
your
god.
did your internet go out or something?
No, Discord ended up being stupid.
Alright.
That can mean a
Oh,
lot of
doing-
things, but keep going regardless.
He infiltrated the security detail. Posed as one of us. Rick figured it out first, but before the guy got within striking distance of the president.
He is charged.
If our leader hadn't stepped in just then, we'd all have been out of a job.
And maybe that might be why his neck is injured.
Uh,
But he
that could
made
be
it.
it.
And our first friend here wound up with a very serious twisted arm. Rook put a bullet in it for good measure too.
Ow.
And where were you while this was happening?
You were the first one I overpowered, were you not?
Oh, that's embarrassing.
Shut up, kid.
Ah, now I get it.
Your neck has barely begun to heal, and you've already forgotten who I am. I'm disappointed.
It's you.
How does nobody notice the lights? It's right there.
Busted up my neck so bad I can't even look to my right.
I was somewhat astonished to have sustained an injury at all. A testament to Mr. Rook's skill. He was truly a master of his craft. Like a certain other someone I could mention.
I'm just as good as he ever was.
You were a pawn to his queen, my young friend.
What the heck do you know?
So that's why you remembered Mr. Rook's name. You admired his skills as a bodyguard.
Indeed, while I was serving on the team, I learned the names of all the operatives. But his in particular stayed with me. He joined the very short list of those who have ever successfully wounded me.
So that's the connection he was talking about.
And that's why we changed up the security plan. Had to be sure they weren't any more assassins in the ranks. The president didn't want anybody on stage he didn't trust. And he only trusts two people. Me and Rook.
Alright.
Ooh. There we go.
How does that explain your change of position?
Oh yeah, he switched over to the right hand, right?
I told you. I can't turn my neck to the right. I can only cover the president's left side. So, I wound up moving to the right side of the stage.
Yeah.
Okay.
And what's with that statue with the lever?
Might be a curious figure of a curious animal with a curious expression is staring right at me.
And look, there's a bigger lever right by his butt. Butt jokes. Ha.
I wonder. I am actually curious how that is different in the fan translation. Don't even. Oh,
Let's even think about it.
Oh, I wasn't thinking anything. I swear.
I imagine that lever opens the panels beneath my feet.
ah, I see. So he's standing on a trapdoor.
Strongly advise you not to pull it. Do so, and you'll regret it.
Pull the lever, Kronk. You know, I'm okay. You know, I'm okay with taking some advice, especially when it's from a professional killer. Looks like that might.
Yep, no, nothing else.
Yeah, I guess that's it.
TV.
What about the door?
Oh yeah.
Take that though. TV.
It's a bank of monitors displaying camera feeds from in and around the plane. Oh, I gotta examine this. It's us right there. This monitor is displaying a feed of this very room.
They didn't go cheap when they bought these, huh? Very high years.
High res.
Res.
High res.
Oh, I'm afraid I can't tell myself, but I can.
Can I even see this little crow's feet around your eyes? Oh, my bad. They're just as usual deeply at mine. You know, on your forehead.
If you've quite finished. Alright, first thing, okay, there's two monitors that catch my attention. There's one monitor that's just displaying static, and then there's this one. What on earth is this?
Oh, that?
Oh no, that's night.
It is.
Oh, that's me.
Oh,
Oh, that's the president's favorite plushie. It's a memento of something. Anyway, don't touch.
Respect for the president putting a security camera on a plushie, because everyone value plushies.
I wonder if there's something
I
in
know,
that
I
little
do.
plush.
Oh
Anyway.
yeah, and one of the horns is gone. Unless the other's like shards on there. Anyways, but if that's the case, then why has it been?
Left up there like nobody cares about it. Yeah, that is pretty weird.
It certainly wouldn't be the first place I would think to display a beloved item. Wait, are those shards of glass underneath it? I thought something seemed strange about this cubbyhole, but now I'm sure of it. There's almost certainly another monitor here. Oh! I thought it was
Ooh.
Okay.
I thought it was a TV displaying the thing. Like they were just that paranoid of losing it.
Oh, then there's okay, so there's not a camera out, okay. These monitors are displaying the cockpit and parts of the plane's exterior, but I don't see anything out of the ordinary.
Except for the static bit, but I guess nothing else is weird.
Well, there's two here.
Camera thing on
What
the
is-
outside.
That's
What's
the
with
outside
this-
of the plane.
Most intruders could not hope to approach it without being spotted. But such measures would be near child's play in my case.
Whoa! You're saying you can get past cameras like these without being seen?
I never said that. I just shoot them.
Oh, well in that case.
Of course, with ease.
You have to teach me how. Please, are you taking any apprentice by any chance?
Oh my gosh, Kay. Kay, you do realize who you're talking to, don't you?
Sorry. Had to ask though. What a great skill for a great feat to know.
Unfortunately for you, I am not the type to take on understudies. I'm going to kill this man right in front of me.
You're not, huh? Shame.
Shame? In what way exactly?
I'm just curious. What about that static? They might have
No,
cut off
we
something.
selected it.
Oh,
It's
okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway.
Okay. What's
Backing up.
Alright, let's take a look at this door.
The door.
The president is on the other side of this door.
and what a door it is. I bet I could get the better of it though.
get the better of it. Doors aren't there to be beaten.
Look how heavy it is. Look at that lock. It's just sitting there, begging me to try it.
Calm down, Kay, and think. Why might this door be locked?
For me to open it? Of course.
Precisely, for you to open it, of course.
You got a little mixed up. Edward.
Wait, what is the right answer anyway?
Logic. This is. Wait,
Wow.
no, before you,
Alright, well,
Wait.
before we start, we're
Look
gonna
at the bird on
talk
the
to
bottom right.
Lloyd.
Okay, fine. I was gonna say there's literally a phoenix at the bottom right of the corner.
Wait, what?
Right there.
Wait, what?
Look at that. There's a bird.
Bird.
A riot shield, and next to it, a canary in a cage.
Aw, she's so sweet. I want one. Did you ever see a cuter pattern in crime?
Partner in
Partner.
crime.
Partner. Well, yeah, she could help me with the lock-picking stuff like that. A great steed has no greater ally than nature, Mr. Edgeworth.
Sadly, such birds are most commonly used for detecting poisonous gases. Wait, really?
What's up with him and like gas?
Wait, this one isn't actually for that, is it?
Oh yeah, I was just
What-
noticing like. Yeah. Okay. I guess. So. let's her then.
Yeah, Pabs did her last time.
Yeah, I
Let's-
did this one last time. I can do it again.
Yeah, because she has a southern accent. She's actually an understudy of Lotta Hart, believe it or not.
Most likely.
Yeah.
Flashes his steely, pointed badge and growls. Fess up, or you'll be stewing under these lights until the cows come home.
I've literally never said that.
Then the mean old detective chimes in with, "Yeah, and you won't be getting any beef stew either, pal."
What exactly are you doing, Miss Lloyd?
Oh, just a little practice, prep for the interrogation y'all are no doubt fixing to put me through.
Except that prosecutors have nothing to do with grilling or stewing of suspects. Alright. Anyways.
I didn't do it. I'm a reporter. I pack scoops, not souls.
But then why lie about your jacket and the laser sight?
That was, I just knew y'all would think it was fishy.
Is that really all it was?
Please, you gotta believe me, I would never do something like this.
I'd like to tell you everything will be alright, but just try not to worry too much. If you really are innocent, I'll prove it, one way or another.
Thanks, Chief, I believe in you.
How many times must I tell you, I am not your chief?
Oh, sorry, Ruffles. Even forgot you were Chief number 2.
That's not what I meant.
Okay.
Alright, let's logic some stuff up. We might have to
We have
logic
logic?
stuff. Oh,
we
yeah.
have a lot of logic. Christ!
Ooh,
Okay, so let's. I think this might.
What?
Some of it might actually be from last time too.
Bullet vest and bullet through the body.
Alright, the president was
What
targeted
do we
during his
have?
speech. A premeditated attack. 6-shot revolver found in trash can. Not easy to acquire in this country. Then bulletproof vest found on the desk. Has a bullet lodged in it. Is it the president's? The bullet passed through the victim. Where did it end up? Maybe it did hit the
What's the gun?
president, because if he was wearing a president. 6-shot revolver on loan from Zhang Fa has not been fired, belongs to Rook. Then Knight's position. Knight can't turn his head to the right, so he's moved to the right side of the stage. Alright,
So I
think-
guess the easiest one to go with is, well, okay, that's a little bit of a reach right now there.
What do you
I don't
think?
I don't know if we have all the bits for that.
Say first.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say gun with gun is probably the easiest example to go with right now.
But that's...
Yeah.
It's not...
We
what do you-
don't
I
know
think
where
if-
the other gun came from,
Because if-
technically.
Because if...
They're both 6-shot revolvers.
Yeah,
I'm gonna try
We-
this first, though, because it makes sense to me. That
we
this...
need to go with complete obviousness though, because this game is very, very direct with what it wants to do.
Oh yeah, it is the same kind of revolver, though. Look at the pictures. You're right.
You just attach a laser pointer to it of your own.
I'm trying to tell ya.
Next.
Alright. The two guns are exactly the same, meaning it's likely that the one we found is also from Zhang Fa. Alright.
So,
The bodyguards all got their guns from the Zhang Fa authorities, right?
Yes.
Are they like super rare or anything?
No, I don't believe so. This model isn't exactly easy to come by in this country, but it's certainly not impossible either.
Boo! And here I thought they might be valuable treasures.
Yes, it is something of a shame.
Whoa! I just mentioned treasures, and you actually responded for once.
I only mean to point out that if the guns were rarer, it would be much easier to trace them, which would make them treasures of the evidence variety, I suppose.
Ah, see, everything a treasure hunt, one way or another, including this investigation.
I couldn't agree more, Kay. You could say that.
All right then, it's treasure hunting time. On with the investigation.
She certainly seems a lot more enthusiastic all of a sudden.
Alright,
Alright.
what else do we got? Oh, well, that took out both of the guns. Okay, so now we don't have to worry about that.
I'm still really aiming towards this.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, let's try this.
And
I was
now-
right.
Okay.
I was
That's
right.
a bit of a leap for this game, but okay.
2 bullets were fired in total. We know this because 2 shots were heard. One traveled through the flag and into the balloon. The other took Mr. Rook's life.
But there's a bullet in the president's vest, too, right? How is that possible?
How indeed? The numbers don't add up. However, there is one possible explanation.
There is?
After passing through his body, the bullet that took Mr. Rook's life then found itself lodged in the vest. In other words, 2 of our bullets were in fact 1.
No way!
He's right. If the president hadn't been wearing that vest, things could have gone a lot worse.
And he wasn't injured at all by the impact. Even when obstructed by a vest, a bullet can inflict serious damage.
Sure, I know guys who got broken bones that way. But the president's okay. He made of... Oh, okay, let me tell you again. The president's okay. He's made of strong stuff.
Sounds like he didn't even need a vest.
Let's not get carried away here. I want that bullet's ballistic markings analyzed.
Remind me what those are again?
Guns leave a unique pattern of grooves on every bullet they fire. By examining these grooves, we can use them to identify which gun it came from. Think of them as fingerprints of a sword.
You can tell all that from a bullet? Then what are we waiting for? Analyze anyway!
Might be easier said than done. That bullet hit solid armor. The impact would leave completely fine. You'll be lucky if there's anything left or forensics to find.
What? But what? But I was all set for some analyzing.
Ooh, that's not good.
I think there's still... Right. That's
Wait.
quite enough of investigating for now.
Ugh, what is taking so long, Detective Gumshoe?
Well, Mr. Edgeworth, have you solved the case?
No, not yet.
Is that so? And perhaps interviewing another key witness might help to do so.
Another witness? Who?
You don't mean...
The most important witness of all, not the other side of that door.
Who really intends to have me question the president?
Now, you would be so kind as to summon him, Mr. Edgeworth.
Stop right there, the killer. You're nuts if you think I'd let him anywhere near you.
Calm down, calm down. I'll just step right over here. Well, Mr. President, I'm sure you're watching us through your security feed, aren't you? In which case, I politely request that you show yourself. That is, if you value your bodyguard's life.
Oh.
Alright, have it your way. Well then. If nothing else, we now know what kind of a man you really are.
Mr. President! Stop! You can't do this. Let's all just calm down, alright?
Come on, detective. Where the blazes are you?
Eek!
The lights. What's happening?
Listen well, Mr. Edgeworth. I advise you to stay very still. It seems I will not be granted my audience with the president after all. Even with Mr. Knight's life as my bargaining chip.
No, stop!
Eek!
There's only 3 ways to distinguish different firearms. One way is rifling marks, barrel gun, and yep. Oh, okay, you won't get away with this, to killer.
I have seen enough, and now I know the truth.
Where are you? Where did you go? Aha!
I leave the rest in your capable hands, Mr. Edgeworth.
Are you
I guess
Bye.
he is. Worth. Edgeworth.
Detective Gumshoe? Oh, then you can do Gumshoe, because Pabstu is doing 2
Sir,
characters right now.
Mr. Edgeworth, sir!
Oh my...
Oh boy, Hugh. March 25th, 4:45 p.m. Zenfa Presidential Plane.
I must have been knocked unconscious.
Sir, you okay?
Hold on a minute. Okay. Here you go. Are you alright, Mr. Edgeworth?
Never mind me, he didn't hurt you, did he, Kay?
Nah, I'm fine. Only just woke up myself. My head will be sore for a while, but that's about it. You can stop worrying.
Detective, did you manage to stop the killer?
I wonder what.
Well, you see, Miss Lloyd came running out of the plane, and, she told us he'd fled... Sorry. She told us he'd flown the coop. We were too late. I'm sorry, sir. The bodyguard over there told us something, too. Seems there's an inflatable boat missing from by the window.
Oh, that was the thing in that compartment, wasn't it? Because there was something in that compartment we never investigated.
No, we investigated quite a few bits already.
Yeah.
Probably somebody was in front of it. Either way.
Ah, okay.
Yes.
Killer must have stolen it and rowed himself across the lake.
What about the cordon around the park?
I'd called everybody back in to stake out the plane, including the guy stationed across the water.
No! So he's completely slipped through our fingers?
Not the best look for the department, but yeah. Hey, Edgeworth.
Mr. Knight, you're alive.
Yeah, no thanks to that murderer. Oh, that reminds me. I found this lying on the ground next to you, Mr. Edgeworth.
A calling card marked with a seashell. That's his calling card.
Yes. Guess he wanted to leave a message.
The killer usually leaves these next to the bodies of his victims.
But you're not dead, sir.
But I could have been. Maybe that's the message. I can't stop thinking about his parting words.
I have seen enough. And now I know the truth. I leave the rest in your capable hands, Mr. Edgeworth.
And now I know the truth. The truth about what?
Roger that. All clear out here, sir. Over.
What's going on?
That was the president. He's coming out.
Now?
Oh, okay. It's gonna
Alright.
be interesting. What do we want to?
Okay, 'cause,
because this guy is really cool, and
Because Sinbad did him last time, and he's not here right now.
Hun, do you want to do the president?
Or
I
Star, you
would,
want?
but I think Star's only been given like K theirs, and it's one of those things where I would love to
Yeah,
do the
Star,
voice, but at the
you can
same
try him.
it's one of those things where like Star hasn't been giving much voice stuff there.
Yeah.
So I'm
Yeah,
willing to
I
get
mean,
that
I
over.
can try.
yeah. So
Alright.
he's the
Willing to-
president of
if
Zhang
you're willing
Fa,
to do a
Mr.
lot of big talks and stuff at
Yeah.
the very least.
So he's
So
the
he-
president. So he's the president of Zhang Fa, Mr. Dijun Wang.
And
I
you
was about to
are?
get a drink of water.
Oh, that's great. It's an honor to meet you, Mr. President. My name is Miles Edgeworth.
The honor is all mine, Mr. Edgeworth. I am Din Jun Wan. Your effort on behalf of Zen Fa have not gone unnoticed. You averted something of a crisis.
You must be referring to the Yatagarasu case. Thank you, sir, but all I did was solve a few local cases of murder.
You are too humble. I have been observing your investigation. You are an impressive operator, Mr. Edgeworth, even if the killer did get away.
That's very kind of you to say. So he was watching through his security feed.
Sadly, I must inform you that this is as far as your investigation goes.
What do you mean?
Hear me, bullets, prosecutor, for I shall say this one, only one. Night has apprised me of the state of affairs. And from this point forward, the case will be handled by Zen Fa's police force, the finest in the world.
Even with the killer out of the picture, they're still looking to get me thrown off the case?
What you think doing, pal? Nobody talks to Miss Edgeworth like that. If he hadn't been... If it hadn't been for him, the killer would have...
Detective! Forgive him, Mr. President, but I must confess to being somewhat confused. I fail to see how or why this case falls within Zhang Fa's jurisdiction.
You fail to see? Enough, puny prosecutor. You seek explanations from a head of state. I said no, and 1,000 times no. I will explain myself to you.
Well, not.
Yeah.
Will not. Now hand over the evidence you have gathered and remove yourself from this plane.
I do as he says if I were you, Miss Edgeworth.
Ugh! This can't really be the end of the line, can it?
Take a shot!
No, we don't need to worry about that because
No,
we're out of that
this
case.
isn't a long case.
Case evidence handed to Mr. Neck.
I
Oh my
know.
gosh. Why? Why let us come so far only to pull the case out from under us? Gosh,
No,
the
he took
evidence.
everything.
Yeah.
Now, you may leave. Knight, detain the suspect.
Yes, sir. Right away.
To make an attempt on my life, to murder one of my faithful servants. The absurdity, the villainy.
I didn't murder nobody. Cause
Bullshit.
Shut your mouth, Miss Journalist.
I love his gun animations. Just watch him go. Like,
Serving this in a world already loudly with lies, with deception, with sin and iniquity. Can we stand by and suffer yet another crime to go unpunished? I said no, and 1,000 times no. There can be no forgiveness. There can be no surrender. Why, you ask me? Then I will tell you.
he's hiding something. I'm certain of it. And if I leave now, we'll never know the truth.
Garbage can opening and closing noises.
Edgeworth, sir.
Miss Edgeworth, there's gotta be something we can do.
I think I have a feeling I know where this is going. Think, Miles. Remember, how many times have you faced situations like this in the courtroom? You've confronted the lies of witnesses and countered the arguments of other lawyers. Has the critical evidence always been laid at your feet? No. And yet you always got to the truth of the situation in the end. With your greatest weapon of all, your words. Oh, I think I know what's happening. We're about to do the new gameplay mechanic from this game. It's so cool.
Ooh.
Mental chess.
Mind chess. Here we go. Mind chess. Now, let us analyze the state of play.
God, puny prosecutor, or do you dare defy the direct order of a president?
He's not going to listen. He clearly means to drown out any objections by means of pure rhetorical force. When an opponent is on the offensive, the best thing I can do is bide my time and wait for an opening. As he said himself, he's a head of state, a seasoned politician. He won't open himself up to attack easily. I can't let him bully me into submission. I have to stay calm and alert. If I can read his movements and expressions correctly, I may be able to find my moment. My first aim should be to find out why he is insisting on Zheng Fa taking over the case. The board is set. Time to make my opening gambit. Mind chess, commence! Alright, so who will take over the case? Please, about the case.
Did I give you permission to speak? No. 1,000 times no.
Bide my time.
Bye time.
Yep. This is basically like conversation etiquette.
I am the leader of Zen Fa. I am the leader of Zen Fa. I have no time for your insolent backstabbing.
I was simply hoping to confirm one basic fact. You say that the investigation will now be assigned to your national police force?
Listen, Dad.
Hello.
Hello.
I hope I still get to be able to voice Gumshoe.
I mean, Fenn's doing Gumshoe in the meantime, but you can do a Gumshoe you from here on out.
I think that'll be
It's
good.
like a-
Because that
Yeah,
it's gonna
I'll handle
How's the rep
it.
coming along?
though, so.
How's the
Okay.
rep coming along, by the way, Fan?
Yeah.
How's that rep coming along,
I
Fan?
need to continue on the updated rep sheet. I really do.
Yeah,
need to do
also-
that.
Alright.
Also, Fan. Before I forget. Oops to y'all.
Aww.
Very good.
Anyways,
Yes.
you say that the investigation will now be assigned to your national police force? Star is currently doing the president, by the way.
I do. Now enough of your pointless questions.
Okay, I think... Okay, I'm gonna bide my time again, I think.
There wasn't anything about that there.
Well, he was still doing the animation that he is when he's...
Good boy. The interior of this plane is the sovereign territory of Zen Fa.
Oh.
You have no right here.
Is that so? Could it be that our current location itself is significant somehow? I should keep that in mind. It could be a useful clue. Alright, explain to me why I'm off the case. Could you at least explain to me why I am off the case?
Imbecile. These your insolent jabbering. I need not to explain myself to you. My reasons are my own, and they are none of your concerns.
Perhaps it's time to employ my clue. Okay, let's do it. Are they related to our current location? In the course of our conversation, I've deduced certain facts from your behavior, Mr. President. For example, you seem particularly aggressive when discussing our current location. Oh,
Boom.
You, Marie, smart Alec.
As you said yourself, the presidential plane is the sovereign territory of Zheng Fa, and from that, we can infer that you believe the rules of extraterritoriality apply inside here.
Territorial.
What?
Is that correct?
Territorial.
Are we sweating?
Sweating.
Cease your objectional whining.
Maybe? Can we
Are
should
you
we try?
getting
Don't
too
be
hot?
too offensive, okay? He seems
By
defensive.
time.
Yeah, let's
Oh,
try.
wait, yeah.
Yep,
well,
there
he's
we go.
offensive.
You can rant and roar all you like, but you won't escape my scrutiny. It was unmistakable. The moment I mentioned extraterritoriality, you became visibly agitated. There we go.
Oh.
Hey, it worked.
Explosion
Nice
graphic.
going. Oh.
You think you're
It's not over yet,
clever?
though.
You think you're clever, don't you? Let me answer your little question. It's true. Extraterritoriality applies. Your laws mean nothing here. And why does that matter, you ask? It matters because it means you are powerless. You have neither influence nor authority here.
Interesting. So the extraterritoriality issue does have something to do with all of this. Heh. Let's dig a little deeper into the claim that the plane is sovereign territory, shall we?
Okay,
There we go.
Ooh, we're getting all that.
This next move will surely decide the victor. He may be president, but nobody is untouchable. I just have to find the right angle of attack. Does that rule really apply here? You believe that extraterritoriality applies here, but can you prove it?
Do you even understand what you're asking?
Of course. If I didn't, I wouldn't ask it.
Have you no shame? Calling into question the good word of one such as myself?
Bite my time.
Fight time.
I have no more... No.
I have no more time for this. You clearly cannot be saved from your own foolishness.
You didn't need to worry about me. I am not the one who needs saving. That would be Miss Lloyd, the woman who is being wrongfully accused of this crime.
You, Beverly, is admirable.
Chivalry.
Your chivalry is admirable, but it changes nothing. The right to extraterritoriality can be denied. This is Zanfar.
This is Sparta! I am actually curious how that translated in the fan translation. If I want to take this any further, I'll need a clue of some kind. Let me try another attack for now. Alright? Surely you see that you have overplayed your hand?
Nobody asked me for your opinion. You need only obey me. Nothing else.
Bide my time.
Also, I got a kitten on my lap.
You dare to tell me how to govern, how to lead? You dare contradict me?
On the matter of Miss Lloyd's guilt, yes, I do.
No, she is guilty. She is the culprit. There is nothing left to debate.
Bide my time.
Who else could have fired from outside the plane? There is no other viable suspect.
Outside the plane?
Fascinating. So he's claiming that Miss Lloyd fired at him from outside the plane? This could be a vital clue. Alright.
There we go. Now we gotta.
Alright, we got here.
Now we gotta go around.
Bide my time.
Get in the
This is Zangfa! I love that line.
This is Zanfar.
Time to employ my claim. She fired at you from outside the... She fired at you from outside the plane? I may not be able to call the extraterritoriality of the presidential plane into doubt. However, according to you, she shot at you from outside the aircraft, correct? In which case, extraterritoriality could not possibly apply in this case. Your assertion is entirely without merit, and the detainment of Miss Lloyd cannot be justified.
Could I have bested by a mere prosecutor? But I am the president of the president!
Shows that presidents are not above law.
Exactly.
Checkmate.
Oh god.
Checkmate.
We shouldn't be talking about this kind of stuff on stream. We should not.
Well, I mean,
I think this is where his breakdown is gonna happen. I'm
Moving
gonna
on.
laugh at this.
I trust you wouldn't mind if we continue our investigation now, Mr. President.
I hereby officially and unreservedly confer my approval. Consider it a gesture of my magnanimity. magnanimity, and generosity for which my good office is known. Yes, for without noble act of Israel, unmistakably and enduringly, for which is a reason, and we hereby. There can be no other outcome, for the goals are lofty and the hearts. People of St. Paul, I swear you hear now. The investigation will continue.
All that when he could have just said, "Okay, you got me."
Mr. Knight, if you would care to return the evidence.
Take it.
Alright.
We did it, Mr. Edgeworth.
We sure did, and now the investigation can continue.
Whatever. Enjoy your pocket full of fun. I'll be over here enjoying how you put them into play.
Then you will definitely enjoy my next move. Mr. President, one more favor if you would be so kind.
What is it?
Could you please give us your testimony concerning the incident itself?
Now you want me to testify?
Whoa. Hold on there. That's your next move. If you want the president to testify, you'll have to take him to court.
All in good time, Mr. Knight. He will get his day in court soon enough. But if a person of interest refuses to cooperate at the investigative stage of the process, they are obliged to provide detailed justification as to their reasons for doing so.
That's...
What's the matter? Is there something you'd rather we didn't know?
Stand down, Knight. I'll do it, as the prosecutor asked.
Thank you for your cooperation.
Now listen, and listen well.
Ooh, okay.
Cross exam time.
Where was I when I incident occurred? The stage of
another go? Okay.
Suddenly, Rook and Knight jumped in front of me. Then, a shot rained out, and a plain unblemished balloon of red exploded nearby. Now, not hesitating for an instant, my bodyguards tried to escort me back to safety on the plane. And then, the second shot. The bullet went right through Rook and lodging itself in the bulletproof vest I was wearing.
I guess if you look at it in one way, the president is also a victim here.
Yes, the victim of an attempted assassination. Rook was simply in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Hey, I must also say this here about it there. I think we're gonna get a lot more examination from the president here for a bit. Do you think we can, like, make Kay a different voice there too? It seems to be only you two there for that bit there, since it's only like in
okay, Sinbad, you did the president. Sinbad, you did the president the first time. You want to do him?
Well, no. I wasn't talking about that. I think Star was doing a pretty good president there. Well,
yeah, I think he does the best voice for the president. I think like President Knight, or I could choose Kay as well.
Whatever
works.
I
did say they have a pretty decent female voice.
I was Kay for a while back from the other game, but if you want to do K for me.
Yeah,
I can do K.
All right.
Go ahead.
But that makes it even weirder. Why would the target of a crime try to obstruct the investigation?
Good. My guess is that there's something behind all this that he doesn't want made public.
A cover-up, huh? I knew there was more to this case than meets the eye.
And the president isn't the only one who knows the truth. Isn't that right, Mr. Knight? Time to get to the bottom of this once and for all.
The rebuttal time.
Alright.
So, Rook and Knight jumped in front of me.
Okay.
I'm gonna press that.
I mean,
okay, so hold on. The balloon of red first. We know that. That's shot rang out, plain unblemished balloon of red exploded nearby. You gotta press it for that.
Hold it! About that red balloon,
Are you trying to test me, Mr. Prosecutor?
No, Mr. President. I simply wish to confirm what you remember.
Very well. There were two very large, very round balloons, one on either side of the stage. The deep crimson hue stood stark against the sky, just as the security plan was they would.
The same security plan we found in the trash can, I assume.
Rook and Knight leapt to my aid just before the balloon exploded.
There were two of them. Let's look at the evidence real quick. Said there are two balloons, right?
Yeah.
There was only one?
There was only one.
There, one there.
Ah, okay.
The other balloon that
Gotcha.
exploded was the Steel Samurai.
Yep.
Oh, that makes sense.
Well, it wasn't only the Steel Samurai balloon. It was also the flag that got hit as well.
So,
Yeah.
we can basically go back, and we already found the evidence right there. Unblemished red balloon.
Alright.
Let's see if I was correct on that one.
Yeah, I
Okay,
think
I
it.
don't know about that.
Okay, well, let's see if you're right.
Alright. Objection! Yep! Good job.
It wasn't
Ooh.
a
Good job.
red balloon. It was like a white balloon or whatever.
With a little red bottom.
Red, red,
Because he has
and
red.
white.
You
red
say
and
it was a
silver.
plain
Not
red balloon that burst, but I strongly beg to differ.
What?
Take a look at this. I think you'd agree that it's hardly plain, wouldn't you?
No!
Ooh.
What? Who is that?
You uncultured. Mr.
No.
President, you are an uncultured swine. Meet the Steel Samurai. I would have hoped you might recognize him, especially if you were hoping to ingratiate yourself with the people of this country.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Watch Jammin' Ninja too. He's amazing.
So you see, the balloon that was struck by the bullet was anything but plain. It was, in fact, of the Steel Samurai.
Oh!
But the briefing mentioned two plain red balloons.
Who?
And there they are, right on the security plan.
They look very plain, don't they? Just simple round balloons.
Knight, what is the meaning of this? Explain yourself.
Who does Knight again?
Fen.
Oh, me. Okay. Yes, Mr. President. It seems the Steel Samurai balloon was borrowed at the last minute.
Borrowed?
That's what we were told. Guess they only reported the incident to us, the bodyguards, though. Seems there was a little trouble here on this night, last night. One of the original balloons burst somewhere.
So they swapped it as an emergency replacement.
Yeah. One of the stall holders happened to have it.
I wonder who that stall holder was.
Larry.
From what I hear, he was more
If it smells,
than willing
it's
to
usually the
lend
butts.
Yeah. Hey, what?
Yeah,
Oh,
you're talking about Larry Butts.
Oh my.
a very happy-go-lucky kind of guy, they said.
A happy-go-lucky stall holder with a Steel Samurai balloon to spare? Huh.
Don't worry about that.
Oh, okay.
They just filled the balloon part up with air to make it look like another ornamental balloon.
Flubber. Look at his butt.
Man, it's shaped
Well,
like
So
one.
while it
Doesn't make
was...
sense then.
Hold on.
Where was that thing shot?
Oh, it would line up with the bullet hole, I think, because you know the bullet is a bullet hole on the flag.
Yeah.
That would make sense.
And where was it shot again?
Right like that.
Yeah. So while it was a steel
Yeah.
samurai balloon, it was made to look like a plain red one above the water.
Clever.
Is that the long and short of it?
Why was I not informed of this?
Sorry, sir. We didn't think it was a pressing issue.
And indeed, you saw it and knew no different, correct?
Yes, I suppose so.
Did he really have mistaken the Steel Samurai's pants for a plain red balloon? Still, Mr. President, I struggle to see how you wouldn't have noticed something different about the balloon.
Of course.
What's that outburst for?
Now I remember. I could barely see the balloon.
You couldn't see it?
That's right. The wind was blowing too hard. The flags to the side of the stage were flapping incessantly and blocking my view.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Is that so?
Yeah.
Yes, those two flags. They were being blown back towards me.
Nope,
That
doesn't
wouldn't make any
Sorry.
sense.
No, I don't think so. No, that doesn't make sense. There would have been a strong wind blowing right around the time of the incident. Strong enough to blow the flags in just such a fashion. But doesn't that conflict in any with our understanding of the case?
Yes, it does.
Yeah,
Yes, it does.
I'm gonna say
It does.
It's blowing the wrong direction.
Yep.
Because we know that the flag was shot.
Yeah.
And it pierced through, literally heading towards the balloon.
Thank you, Mr. President. Your testimony has revealed yet another contradiction.
It has.
Yes, a contradiction that could turn this entire case on its head. When I arrived on the scene, the wind had died down and the flags were resting calmly for the most part. But if the wind had previously been blowing the flags as the president describes, a certain piece of evidence suddenly takes on a very different meaning. Which piece of evidence contradicts the stated conditions of the stage at the time of the incident?
The flag.
Bullet
Yeah.
trajectory.
Yeah, the bullet trajectory. That has to be it.
It has to be that.
Flag, is it?
Because it went through the flag.
What did the balloon say as evidence there?
This is just about the balloon.
Okay, then if it's not about the flag, then it's got to be the trajectory.
Yeah, it has to be it. Take that! Yep. Earlier we deduced that the bullet struck the Steel Samurai, that the bullet that struck the Steel Samurai balloon and the bullet that passed through the flag were one and the same. From these two things, we further deduced that the trajectory of the bullet must have taken. Bang. And we concluded that our shooter must have fired from the left side of the spectator area. But if the flags were blowing as the president describes, our conclusion becomes quite different.
Doesn't make any sense, though.
Someone's lying.
So,
No way! If the flags were pointing us in the other direction, what direction then?
Exactly. Our trajectory changes completely. And if we trace that trajectory back to its source, we can ascertain who really fired that shot.
Wait, Mr. Ashworth, that would be?
Yes, I know. We may not yet understand the reason why, but it can only have been one person who did it. Who does the bullet's new trajectory implicate as the one that fired the shot? Has to be Knight. It's either Knight
No.
or...
no.
It's surprisingly enough, like, even though it is bad for that, it still dictates that out of all the people,
Go down.
it's Lloyd.
Lloyd? Wait, what?
On the right.
Yeah,
Lloyd.
no, it's still.
No, it's not Lloyd. It's not Chabby. She was literally from. She was recording at the time. Go,
Yeah,
keep
she
on
was
going to the
recording in
right.
the crowd.
Yeah, who was in the crowd? They were
Next,
in the
Uncle
crowd.
Knight, the victim.
Yeah,
Guys,
Knight.
Knight was
Yes.
on the freaking stage.
yes. It has to be Knight
He
for
couldn't-
sure.
It's not because he was standing. Because he's literally standing to the president's left.
No,
Yes.
no, he wasn't. He
He was on the president's right.
Yeah, cause look, he's on the right because of his injury.
It was a
So
Yes.
It's Rook.
The left is the Rook.
No,
The right is the Knight.
It's Rook tried to shoot the presidents.
Knight to immediately scored the president's plane in case of emergency. Rook position in light of Knight's injury. There is no other person, even though it
It's
is
the left side.
It has to be Lloyd. We'll explain
It's
the
not
other
him.
details later, but there's gotta be Lloyd.
No! Because Lloyd is is basically the one who's being...
Why not?
Dude, because she's the one she's the accused!
Dude, why you act like it's... Oh, here
Star,
he is.
Star. I'm trying to think here though, because the trajectory, because the people that were talking on the tape, it was Payne and the chief of, I think it was either the chief prosecutor or the chief of detectives. They were both in the crowd. High pitched gentleman, that was Payne.
Yes. Of course.
Yeah.
And you can see in the crowd here, there's Payne right there. Payne's right there.
In front of that. Right? Those two are literally talking right in front of the person who is going to get shot.
So it is. Huh.
There is no
Well,
other
then.
person it could be. That
From the
is
right?
the person.
Next
I
one?
see.
Yeah, no, the next one
Yeah.
is a red dot.
Yeah, but...
And the third one is that. So yeah,
Okay.
it literally can't be anyone else.
Well then. In that case,
It is Lloyd.
do your way.
Unfortunate.
Did you
I think it'll have to get proven out. It's gotta be her.
Alright,
Well,
let's
let's
try
see.
this. Take that!
No, it's not the next one.
Uh-huh.
No.
See, told you. I told you. She's the one accused, so it doesn't make any sense. We're trying to protect her.
Alright,
Yeah,
did
but
we,
to actually
did
prove
we
someone's
save?
innocent, sometimes you gotta lay out their dirty.
I don't think so. I don't
Well, I
think
think it
so.
just. I think it wasn't too
Bad.
far ahead anyway, because we'll just.
Resume the tip right there.
Yeah.
Okay then. Well, let's go back and
So, okay, in your logic, why would it have been one of the other two?
Because the
okay. Give
It's
it.
Rook.
because look at the trajectory.
Why would it have been?
Think about it. Who was to the president's right?
It was,
It
or well, it was. Well,
Both
we're talking
Lloyd
about.
and
Let's see.
Look, and since the flags were basically blowing at maximum towards the plane at that day, look correctly. And
Yeah,
Oh,
like
I
look
see.
who's in the line of
Okay.
fire there. Because there's the
so
president
it was
and then.
Rook.
Oh, I see it now. The
Okay.
president isn't lying.
Photos.
He did see the wind blowing that
It would
direction.
be night.
Yeah, it was either be Knight or the president, based on the trajectory. Because it would be. Because look closely when.
The question is,
Yes. Okay.
Look, I mean, it could be one of the three. I am gonna try Knight first.
it is night. Okay, I'm wrong. Okay,
And before that,
Take that.
yeah, I'm sorry, Sinbad. I get
Wait,
you now.
The person who fired that shot was none other than you, Mr. Knight.
What?
The path from the balloon back through the flag leads directly to the spot where you were standing.
of course.
Oh.
You guys one of the president's bodyguards. What the heck when you go around shooting at balloons?
This is absurd. What exactly are you trying to imply? That Mr. Knight, a man who has saved my life countless times, is my would-be assassin.
Seriously, Edgeworth. We've put up with a lot from you, but this? We're President Wong's bodyguards. We're the pieces put on the board to protect the king.
I'll handle this, Knight.
Sorry, sir.
Mr. Edward, the wind was indeed blowing quite fiercely around the time of my speech. But the wind can pick up and die away in an instant, can it not?
You have the point.
Therefore, I need proof. Proof that it's blowing hard enough to lift the flags during the crucial moment.
The first shot was fired right around the time the president raised his fist. I have a piece of evidence that shows just that. Alright, perfect time
Right.
to save.
Alright.
No. Or
Show
the,
Could it be...
Perhaps it
the
can also
journal.
show us what was also happening with the flag then, too.
What about that? I'm just curious. Could it have been the bulletproof
yeah, see,
briefcase?
Wait, what is the first picture of? No,
There
there's
it
no
is.
hint in there, is there?
Yes. But on the next picture or whatever.
Nope, no win. Oh wait, yeah, there is.
There
See,
is,
the-
yeah.
there's-
You're right. Well, there is one.
Yep, there is.
Flag.
Exactly.
Take that! Your proof is in this picture. Is in this picture right here.
This should be good. Which picture? Where?
You can see which way the flag was really blowing right here. And take that!
Yeah.
Well, do you deny that it clearly shows the flag? There we have it. Proof that it was blowing towards you at the moment of the shooting.
So that means our pal over there did shoot the balloon.
Making him the assassin?
Mr. Knight is not the assassin. I'm gonna save right here. It's something. So he just fired the first shot. He just fired the first shot. He just fired the. I think, as far as I know, as far as we were concerned, he just fired that first shot.
Well, there were two shots.
Mr. Knight is not the assassin. He may have shot the balloon, but the president was on the other side of him entirely. Therefore, he can't have been aiming at his boss.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, besides, why would I even shoot the balloon?
I think
What would be the point of doing so?
I know why. To create a distraction and get everyone out of there from the shooter.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Oh,
That's it.
Ah,
Good job.
Point.
good thinking.
Clever
And
deduction,
watch how you
gentlemen.
answer. Or I might aim for something else next.
There was a point. I'm sure of it. If I can figure out what it was, perhaps I can finally put this whole conundrum to rest. Knight definitely shot the balloon.
Yep.
Oh,
That
yes.
fact alone changes everything about the case.
Because
Watch
they're
that.
carrying cases. See?
Assass-
Knight was turned to there. And
That has to be it.
Yes.
that's the other one.
Yep, there we go.
Boom!
There
Why
we
did
go.
Knight's assigned position change?
I told you. I can't turn my neck to the right. Could only cover the president's left side. So I wound up moving to the right side of the stage.
But is that the only reason? Let us suppose that the plan hadn't changed. That Knight had remained posted on the left. Given that he was unable to turn his head to the right, would he even have been able to shoot the balloon closest to him? Could it be that the security plan was changed for the express purpose of popping one of the balloons? And if we suppose that to be the case, the two plans are different. Was the security detail reorganized at some point? Now you...
Yeah. It's again. Yeah. We made some last minute changes yesterday. President's orders.
That's right, the president was the one who ordered the change.
There.
All right, there we go.
That's all.
And we have, and the assassination. Bada bing, bada
Boom!
boom.
Bang!
I think we know what's happening here.
If I'm reading things right, the president knew in advance about the balloon shooting, which means he must have had foreknowledge that he would be in someone's crosshairs today as well. And if that's true, then everything else that's been bothering me falls neatly into place. How did the shooter get a gun past such heavy security? And why would they then carry out the shooting wearing such a conspicuous item of clothing? Why use a laser sight that would give away their location in an instant? And how did the president suffer no injuries at all despite a direct hit to his vest? These are the questions that Knight and the president don't want us to consider. There was only one possible reason for Knight to have fired his gun: to create the illusion of an assassination attempt.
Idiot. You don't understand what you're saying.
Oh, I understand all too well. I understand everything now. Most of all, I understand why you were so keen to take this investigation off of my hands, Mr. President. You wanted your real plans to remain hidden.
How dare you speak to me that way? Is this some sort of sick joke?
Oh, it's no joke, I assure you. It is simply the truth as revealed by the careful application of logic and reasoning. Nothing more. The first shot was fired by Mr. Knight with the specific intention of hitting that balloon. The sound of gunfire and the bursting of the balloon were guaranteed to cause a panic. And then he fired again.
He did?
Yes, he fired 2 bullets, both of which were aimed at the balloon. As for why he did so, it's because the second shot was designed to create the impression that the president had been hit.
So then, what's he doing in the vest?
I'm willing to bet that bullet was planted there long before the shooting ever occurred. Sinbad.
So, Hero, the president didn't take a bullet after all, huh?
Hold it. That's not true. I was stuck, I tell you.
We'll be able to verify that for ourselves once we take a closer look at the bullet. At the very least, we can expect to find traces of Mr. Rook's blood on it, correct?
But you said it yourself. You found the shooter in a photograph. The person with the red hood.
Objection! I thought I made myself clear. The trajectory points to only one possible shooter, Mr. Knight.
And where does Tabby fit in all this?
She was simply one part of their plan. In order to place the suspicion elsewhere, they set about creating a fake assassin.
Hold on. Pablo's trying to talk there, by the way.
Yeah?
No, I'm not. I'm making noises. Don't worry.
Okay.
Okay.
Highly suspicious person with the red hood.
I have yet to ascertain exactly how complicit Miss Lloyd was in the whole scheme, but I can say with some confidence that none of the shots were fired by her. I suspect her only job was to point a laser sight at the president.
That's right. And then I was
Tasked with turning your jacket inside out the moment the crowd flew into a panic, yes. Thus making the mysterious red-hooded shooter disappear in the blink of an eye. Then, when the gun and the security plan were later found in the trash can, it would have all appeared to have been the work of an assassin so skilled they could vanish into thin air.
Then the case would have gone cold.
Exactly what our friends were hoping for.
Makes sense now that they wanted to off the case.
Indeed, because the entire affair was a cheap ruse perpetrated by the president himself.
Man, I really needed a story, so I decided.
Now check this shit out.
Like a lion.
Well, we now know that
Breakdown. Check this shit out.
Bulldog.
Whoa! Hello.
What? Turn it down, Bulldog.
he's a furry.
It looks like a
No.
The presidential mask has well and truly slipped. Admit it, the entire assassination was a lie, wasn't it?
That stupid chief prosecutor had it insisted on assigning you. How could I let this happen?
Objection!
Objection!
That's not here
That's enough, Edgeworth.
That is, that actually kind of suits him, though.
Yeah, you actually nailed his voice! Unintentionally, no less.
Did I really?
Yeah.
Yeah. If we get another one, that'll be good.
Yeah.
But anyway, keep going.
Right.
Sorry, but I'm speaking with the president right now.
Russian roulette.
Yeah, well, I'm doing my job as knight and protecting my king.
I love his
Yeah.
Tornado Kushida?
It's revolver also.
John Wick moment.
Go ahead.
Tornado
Keep
Kushida.
running your mouth.
Perhaps it would be better if we stuck to threatening each other with words.
He would, would he?
Nah. I don't need this thing to shut you up. Alright, my move. Question. You claimed I fired my gun from on stage. How do you figure I did that in front of a crowd of 1,000?
An excellent
I know that
point.
one.
Time for my counter move, I suppose. You had a certain something that allowed you to conceal your actions.
The briefcase!
Yep, that's it. I knew it.
Something, huh?
You see the
Indeed.
picture? You were holding
I
briefcases,
knew.
and you saw his hand hiding the gun
Yep.
with the briefcase.
Yes,
What
it
did-
That
is
would
briefcase.
actually make sense.
What did
Indeed.
Knight use to hide his actions from the
We'll
crowd?
just use the photo.
The
Oh, no, wait,
photo.
we have the briefcase. Okay,
Yeah.
good.
Take that. I think either would have worked, actually, but...
My attached briefcase?
Attaché.
Oh, thank you.
Briefcase?
I had a feeling that the E had the accent, because, yeah.
Yeah, it's attaché.
Got
Which
it.
basically is actually a ranking as a part, which is actually a diplomatic ranking,
Interesting.
Ah, good.
Anyway.
Good to know.
ambassador ranking.
Good to
You're
know.
welcome.
Yes, take a look at Kay's photograph. I think it actually would have worked. Your right hand is completely obscured by the case.
And he's looking towards his left.
At the very moment this picture was taken, you were firing your gun. And in such a way that you wouldn't be detected.
Objection! Objection! You don't like to let the facts get in the way of a good theory, do you, Edgewood? Shame you don't seem to have noticed
Noticed what?
that theories are all you have. Conjectures, nothing more.
That's just a theory. A game theory!
Game theory. Boy.
Thanks, watching.
Alright,
No
anyway.
theory.
The flag was
Go on.
billowing in the wind at precisely the right moment. Wait a second. The flag was billowing in the wind at precisely the right moment? I hid my gun with my attaché case? We changed the security plan because I couldn't turn my head. It's all just suspicion and speculation. Circumstantial evidence. At best, you can't prove any of it.
Ugh.
And you know that. If you at least had the bullet that burst the balloon, you might have had a scrap of credibility if that were the case. Imagine, you could have run
That's-
forensic to see if it matched my gun. But no, that bullet is at the bottom of the lake. You gotta go edge it up.
I hate to say it,
or
but
just
he's
gonna
right.
stay here and stall.
I don't have anything concrete.
I thought not. Maybe now you could shut your mouth.
Oh,
Hold it. Hold it!
Miss Lloyd. Of course, she could shed some light on this whole situation. I just need to get her to talk.
What's the matter? Something you want to say, Miss Journalist?
Nah, never mind.
That's what I thought.
Miss Lloyd,
I'd love to talk more if he wasn't pointing a gun at me.
I need you to be brave. If you don't speak up, the truth will be lost forever. You are a journalist after all, are you not?
I can't stay quiet any longer.
Hey, you understand what you're doing, right? I think carefully before opening that mouth of yours.
I was so focused on bagging me a scoop, I forgot the most important thing of all. Real journalists don't lie. Ain't no dang scoop if it ain't the truth. I'm sorry, Mr. Edgeworth. I should have shown you this before.
What is it? What
Of
is it?
course.
It's the laser pointer I used on the president. That's all I've done. I've never shot nobody.
You stupid. Thought I told you. You squeal and you go down as an accomplice.
It was him. He told me to do it. It was at St. Paul's Embassy, sniffing out a story like I told you. This was 3 days back. He comes up to me out of the blue, just starts talking. Help me out and I'll get you an exclusive access to the president. That kind of stuff.
But what about the gun in the trash can?
That I don't know nothing about. I swear it. All he's told me was to wear a jacket with a red hood, to point that there laser pointer at the president. I never thought for a minute he'd blow up in my face so bad. I'm sorry. Truly, I am.
Thank you, Miss Lloyd. I'd like you to testify to that effect when this goes to trial. It ought to go a long way towards proving that the assassination was a sham.
What's wrong with you people? Don't any of you know what's good for you? What is right and wrong?
My sympathies, Mr. Knight. Had you successfully removed me from this case and as you'd intended, perhaps then you could have kept your pawn quiet,
Ooh! Look at that basil!
Guess that shot was loaded. I've never saw that breakdown face before. It's
Yeah, that would.
I
You were just.
agree.
I just realized I play a lot of the douchey and snarky characters. I just realized I play a lot of those.
Anyway,
So let me get this straight. You told Tabby if you let us slip out of the fake assassination plot, we'll have you convicted for murder. Or something like that?
I said no such thing.
hold it.
Oh, wait, no.
Hold it. Hold it.
President Wang?
Give it up, Knight. It's time we came clean. It's our only choice.
So, Mr. President, you admit it. You admit that there was a plot to fake an assassination attempt?
I do. I'm sorry.
Isn't bad.
But why? Why do something like that?
My popularity has been on the wing back home. I thought surviving an attempt on my life might give me a boost I need. I know what we did was wrong. So yes, it was all lies. All of it.
And the bullet in the vest?
It was planted ahead of time. I wasn't hit by anything today.
Wow.
But then, what was it with the killer?
Our plan got out somehow. And then just appeared, hell-bent on turning our fake assassination into a real one.
Hence the red raincoat, I suppose. He'd hoped to get in close enough as the fake assassin to finish the job.
There is one thing I don't understand, though.
Oh, and what would
Plan
that
got
be?
leaked.
Why did Rook have to die? If the whole thing was fake, how did we wind up getting killed for real?
That's true.
The killer.
Therein lies the real question.
He was a fine bodyguard, the best in fact. He may not have been a native of Ningfa, but he was someone I could fully trust.
Want to talk about something there, Neptune?
Okay. Hold on. Woo!
Gesundheit.
Dankeschön.
Mr.
Mr. Rook must have been really something to gain the trust of someone who'd hide from his own shadow.
Sounds like someone who's trustworthy as or the president as I am. And to you, huh, sir?
I believe that's for me to say, Detective, not you. Mr. Rook must have known about the plan too, then, correct?
He wasn't aware of any specific details, so not really. I tried to involve him, but he refused.
And you would have done well to listen to him.
This is a tragedy. The life of a good man has been wasted.
What was so great about him anyway?
Huh? What's gotten into him?
It was just another piece on the board. There to protect you. Nothing more, nothing less.
Mr. Knight, how could you?
Who was it that actually went along with your plan? Mr. President? While that pious coward backed
Pious.
down when you needed him to Oh, pious? Okay. While
Thank
that
you.
pious coward backed down... What?
You're welcome.
Thank you. Anyway. While that pious coward backed down when you needed him to step up the most...
I value your support too, of course. But
You know, with all these chess metaphors, I think Hunter from Promises to Keep would actually really like this game.
So agree with you.
Yeah.
Look, I'm the chief bodyguard now. That's all that matters. And now that that spineless fool Book is gone, things are gonna change around here. Thanks to me, genius, strategist, grandmaster, rightful leader of this team.
we are all well aware of your ambitious knight. But doesn't this seem a little imprudent to you?
Why? My plan this time was perfect, as they always are, and as they always will be.
That's quite a statement. Especially considering that your perfect plan was an abject failure.
Ooh. Point.
Yeah, no thanks to you and that buffoon Book.
And how exactly was it Mr. Rook's fault?
If he hadn't died, the killer would have never came after me.
Why specifically you?
I wouldn't have had to let you on this plane.
Please,
This wouldn't
Mr.
have happened.
Please, Mr. Knight, you mustn't talk like that.
Okay, let's see. Am I pretty
Fine.
quiet, guys? Or
I died. What was that?
am I quiet?
Yeah, you're good. You're
No.
No, you're fine. You're good.
Yeah, it's because I was pretty quiet in the previous stream. That was why.
Yeah, moving on.
Fine. The guy died protecting you, Mr. President. I'm sure that's just what he always wanted.
good. But did he die protecting the president?
Wait. I thought the whole assassination thing was a fake.
Aw, come on. Do I have to say everything twice?
Yes.
We planned a fake assassination, but somebody else came along and tried to make it real. 2 shots were fired, remember? Like you said, Edgeworth, one of them was the bullet I shot through that balloon. But the second, that wasn't me.
Oh, really? Then who did fire it?
The killer, of course. Wait, the real assassin? Whoa, 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 whoa! Hold on.
Wait,
Wait, what?
Let people talk
Hey,
this
Fizz.
instead.
Sorry, go ahead.
The real assassin, but it's not the killer.
What?
His plan was to come after the president with a knife.
Wait, yeah, the killer was right, because remember, he said last time that he didn't come to the park with a gun. He only had a knife.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. That explains the guns, the knife holding sprite.
Yep.
And the wound from his coat.
Yep.
Yeah.
Good
I'm pretty sure
thinking.
they're gonna talk about it here.
So
Yeah.
then, who was the real murderer?
Let's start talking.
We'll figure it out. No, the most likely suspect here is the piece of cowering quietly in the corner. A wily white queen over there.
Lily White.
Oh, a lily white queen over there.
What?
There's that bear trap again.
Mrs. Lloyd.
Again with this, I'm not your danged assassin.
Is that really true? I, for one, don't believe it. The gun in the trash can. It can only belong to you.
Oh,
Cross
okay.
exam time.
All right.
As soon as I shot the balloon, I rushed over to help Rook escort the president back to the plane. I left Rook here in his room while I rescued the president in the safe room. Sorry, while I secured the president in the safe room. When I came back out, Rook there. I almost had a speech impediment there. Rook was lying there on the ground. This journalist must have shot Rook while we were escorting the president off stage. That single killer shot was fired by the gun you found in the trash can.
Hold on. Oh, wait. Hold on. Hold on. No, this... Oh, wait. This one did have a...
Okay,
Two
so
bullets,
what was
though.
the order of events when it came to the pictures again?
Okay, so... That might be... that. I'm assuming that in the crowd there, that's probably Lloyd with the laser pointer on Payne's back. Then... This was...
On the president.
And
Was
And
this,
that would
was this
explain
the first
laser-
shot or the second shot? No, that's honest. That second picture,
That
was
was
that
the first
shot?
shot. That was the
Okay.
first. That was about to be the first shot because look at Knight's hand.
that was probably
Hmm.
before the first...
Probably
fight.
so.
Yeah, that was before the first shot.
Yep.
Mhm.
Okay.
Alright.
Then why does the gun has two? Why does the other gun with the laser pointer have two spent casings?
And
Exactly.
bullets, yeah.
Unless...
Hmm.
that
Something's off.
Okay.
I'm gonna-
So you don't actually know when the victim was struck by the bullet, do you?
The Knight doesn't protect the Rook, Edgeworth. He protects the king.
Oh, you want to translate?
He means that his only concern was protecting the president.
Lose the king, and you lose the game.
God damn it!
Isn't
Just
that
like
the
the
first
game.
rule of chess?
But a win is
Damn you, not damn you, knight!
but a win in which a key piece is sacrificed is a hollow victory indeed.
Doesn't matter. It's still a victory. I kept the president safe. I win. This is my win. I'm the video game boy. I'm the one who wins.
That's right. I win.
Well, it's a bit early to be calling our little match in any case, for which this is where our battle really begins.
Really
Well,
lit up the hot-headedness there, because we're heavily suspecting you of killing that guy.
It's actually getting hot. It is actually hot in here.
You okay there?
Yeah,
I'm thinking
So what is actually the thing there?
Hmm.
I'm gonna press
Wait a
this.
minute.
Hold it! We're on the ground exactly.
And I'm back. I had to get. That's on. I had to turn on the.
Right where he is now, in the middle of the floor. Wait a minute.
Oh wait,
I'm
you
back.
Get something?
No, I need you to turn on the air conditioner. It's hot. Right where he is right now. The middle of the floor. The door to the outside was shut, though. Just the bullet must have hit him right before he closed it. And, thanks to his little blunder, my whole plan fell apart.
Mr. Knight, you mustn't talk like that way.
He may have kept you safe, Mr. President, but he isn't here now to save you your good name. And call that little declaration of duty.
Dereliction.
Dereliction.
Oh, dereliction. I'd call that dereliction of duty. What would you call it?
An honorable try, which is more than what you'd give, I'd say.
Sorry, but that's just how it is.
Alright, what are you about to say, Pabs?
Okay, shot one close, working the president. What did the note say? Like, we had a plan and everything. Specifically
Yeah, we
for
did.
this event, right?
Knight to immediately
we
escort
did.
the president to the plane in case of emergency.
Rook reposition for the Knight's benefit there.
Yep.
You know who might be in the audience.
You know who, but you know who. I don't know who he meant. Chief Prosecutor?
We know who might be in the audience. I'm
Boy,
so.
we know. Yeah, we have 2 of the plans now too.
Well, we probably
Well,
have
that's
to kill. But
related.
there's a second plan?
Yeah, we found it earlier.
You still gotta.
Yeah,
I didn't know if you were here for it. Yeah, we found a
Hmm.
6 plan there. It was for,
You-
it was for a week ago. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see.
Yeah, that's the original plan, though. I don't think it's relevant,
That was
though.
the original plan.
Yeah.
This doesn't really cover it because it was a few days before all this.
Yeah.
Plus, they were in different places.
Alright, so.
Rook was lying there on the. I left Rook here in this room while I secured the gate.
Hold on, look. Hold on. You
That's
left the rook. No,
Hold
the
on.
last statement.
Hold on. That doesn't make sense, because Knight was the one who was supposed to escort the president, not Rook. To help Rook escort the president onto the plane?
Well,
I think
press
both
on
of
that.
them would have. I think both of them said that they were going to do that there, but it was only Knight who was going to do that too.
Alright, let's take a look at that
That
last
would
one.
make Rook more conspicuous than Knight here because Knight was doing his job.
The second to last one, though. I mean, go back to the previous statement.
This journalist was a shot Rook while we were escorting the president out, but she was running in the other direction.
Yes, press on that, maybe.
Hold it! Weren't you and Mr. Rook both carrying bulletproof attache cases?
Check.
Yeah, put them right after Rook spotted the laser sight. We moved into covering positions and used them to shield the president.
So the bullet that hit Mr. Rook traveled through a gap in that defensive shield? Do you really believe Miss Lloyd to be that skilled as a marks person?
No! She was aiming for the president! That makes her a lousy shot!
So it was pure coincidence that Mr. Rook was hit, and the bullet simply happened to find its way past your attache cases and through a gap in his vest?
Seems crazy to me too, alright? But the facts are the facts. It was a shot in a million, but the shooter hit the bullseye. And the proof is in your hands.
Alright.
So the first shot. Okay, so the first shot was fired by
Knight.
them.
Yep.
Where's the second bullet?
We don't know where the second
Yeah,
bullet is.
Because we know that it didn't go in the
gun in the
vest.
chest.
Wait, where's
gun
the
in the-
injury again?
Wait a minute! Guys, I just realized something!
What's that?
The vest,
The vest?
Not-
Ben?
the bulletproof vest. You know how I got basically a bullet in there, right?
No, it was
Well, yeah.
it was
When did
planted
it
in
go
there.
in the
It was from
That was
it was
preemptively
from
live.
much
Now,
earlier.
guys,
This
let me,
is
fin-
from the
let me finish my conclusion. Thank you very much. So, basically how the vest has the bullet. Now, who's to say that the gun, basically first things first, that it came from that gun itself, basically the first shot that was in there, and, let me finish, and then into that, basically after that, the gun was shot a second time directly, and then was thrown in the garbage.
Okay, Sinbad, I need you to understand something very important here. The shooting was faked. This was part of the evidence. This is basically a vest that was shot much earlier than the shooting even occurred because the president wanted to look like he was assassinated.
Yeah.
This vest
No,
was shot
planted.
before any of the incidents happened.
But who's to say that it wasn't the same
This
gun
is
that was
planted
used to
evidence.
shoot the vest before?
Well, we can't really prove that it's a gun because it was
Best-
flattened. It was flattened.
We can't use this as
exactly.
evidence
It was
either.
planted evidence.
May I suggest? What about those monitors? I'm just curious about those monitors or whatever.
One-
It said something about like the assassin
Wait.
or try to escort them to the inside of it. But
Who's missing?
Yeah, that's where
Probably.
the plushie is. There's a little plushie in there
Oh.
instead.
Yeah,
Oh, no.
Plus one of the
You know why
guns
this
out as
works?
well.
Wait,
think about it.
this is evidence. You know why? These cameras were covering the entire plane. There's no way nobody can sneak into this plane.
Exactly.
You're
So
right.
how-
You're right. Yeah.
yes. So
No, you left right into the room.
The fourth
That
one.
right
Press
there.
that. Or present that.
Present-
Miss Journalist must shot. So I'm thinking the evidence is in the monitors. So how could you say you found them?
No, the evidence is this. You can't approach this plane because the monitors. If Rook was in there, he would have seen everything that was going on.
Exactly.
Fair.
Yeah, let's try this.
Right.
Objection. Nope.
Nope, when the music is still playing, it's false. It's wrong.
What?
Wait, hold on. What is that? Your
Yeah.
testimony
You
just
know,
isn't
you
cold
got-
water. Yeah.
Yeah, no. This,
You got-
if you see the bar show up, then that's usually a That's usually
Yeah.
a call.
The bar and the music continuing.
Yeah.
Okay. So
I thought I was onto something.
no,
I think
this
it
is
might-
later. Though this is
it might
definitely
be
a
possible.
possibility.
It's definitely a
You
possibility.
have to look at the gun, though. The gun had 2 shots fired, the one with the laser sight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But he meant that there
Why
was
would
only
you
one
say-
shot.
Oh yeah, there should have. Yeah, no, you're right,
No,
hon.
hold on.
That
That's
could
what
be
I was
it.
trying to say! Nobody was listening, though!
I'm sorry, hon. Now I hear you. We were too busy on the vest there.
Yeah.
You got it, hon.
All right, let's
Okay.
try this.
Oh,
Objection. Fen, you get a point.
there we go.
Yes,
You get
got
a
it.
point.
Thank you.
Good job, y'all. Good job, y'all. This is why I love playing this game with y'all, because I like to hear your theories and stuff. And
Yeah.
we are master deductors right here. Anyways,
Mm-hmm.
so you contend that it was you who shot the balloon and Miss Lloyd who shot Mr. Rook. Are you sure about that? Are you sure about that?
Are you sure about
Sure
that?
about that.
Sure, I'm
Shoot the
sure.
meme.
Well, you've proposed would indeed match up with the total number of shots fired. The gun from the trash can itself has also been fired twice.
You have the point. It's dead. Think it's good shot. Think it's good. It's too late.
Jesus.
Fine.
Now, why
I
would the
love it.
supposed number of shots heard from this gun differ from the number of spent rounds? It's simple, because it was planted by the real perpetrator of the crime.
Oh my god. Someone faked the evidence?
Yes, if you think about it, their reason for doing so is obvious, to ensure that whoever found the gun would conclude that the shooter had been in the spectator area. And in order to do that, they had to make it seem as if both shots had come from this one weapon.
I don't. So that's why it's got 2 spit rounds, huh?
Precisely, as we have already proven, the bullet that had burst the balloon came from a different weapon, which makes it entirely possible that the bullet which killed Mr. Rook didn't come from this gun either.
Nice work, Edgeworth. That's the high-grade sleuthing. But why don't you get to the point? You've come this far, spit it out already.
Oh, I intend to, don't worry. The person who really shot Mr. Rook was... oh.
Duh. Very dumb. Incredibly dumb.
Knight?
Yeah, I put the pieces together, yeah.
Alright. Let's try that. Take that! You, Mr. Knight, you're the one who murdered Mr. Rook.
Oh. Finally got up the courage to say it, huh?
Surely not. Surely you wouldn't have.
It wasn't only the killer who tried to take advantage of this fake murder plot. You killed Mr. Rook hoping that he would look like an accidental victim of the bungled assassination. With the president locked away in the safe room and the door of the airplane tightly closed, it was just you and Mr. Rook, alone, together. And that was when the third bullet was fired, right into your colleague's body.
Objection!
Objection! Wait, you're really gonna claim there's a third one now? You just said only 2 gunshots were heard. Wanna tell me how that works?
Objection!
Oh, I can invade it back.
Airplane cabins are practically the soundproof, Mr. Knight. If you close the door, nothing can be heard from the outside. Not even gunfire.
But what's the president next door?
Good point.
Very true, which means he may have heard the shot himself. Well, Mr. President,
I didn't hear anything.
But you can observe this room through your security feed, can you not?
The camera in this room isn't normally on. I have manually switched it on when I entered the safe room.
And that's why you did it this time too, right?
Well, there is.
What's gotten into him? Mr. President, this is vitally important.
Please, President Wang.
That voice crack.
Fine. I was busy hiding under the bed, covering my ears.
What? You knew the whole thing wasn't real?
Yes, because I hate the sound of guns. I just played a piece of the awful noise, and it's just too
I feel
much.
bad for President Wong now.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he was trying. He's a good actor, though. Ooh. That there's a sadder plot. Sadder than a pot of overcooked crawfish. Apparently, she was Cajun this whole time.
Mr. Knight, you saw that President Wang was cowering beneath the bed. And what's more, you knew from the monitor bank that the security camera from this room hadn't been switched on, which means you knew that the circumstances were perfect for you to fire the third shot straight at Mr. Rook.
Right. How could you really have betrayed my trust so horribly?
You think I killed the old Fuffle? Sorry, not Fuffle. You think I
The old
killed the old
halfwit.
halfwit? Yeah, I know, I misspoke.
Go ahead.
Chortles.
You don't trust me much, huh? Here's the things I get for putting life on the line. Day after day.
Whoops. Someone's cutting up.
I want to believe you, but
Don't
Ben?
get it. What
good.
is
There we go.
it down here? What? You don't believe the girl over there could have done it?
No, because this gun isn't the murder weapon. We know from the number of bullets fired.
Yeah? Well, how do you think there wasn't a spent bullet from the start?
What?
Someone could have fired a bullet from that gun yesterday. Or the day before that. Huh?
Not-
Ever thought of that?
Not cute, Darius.
Then today, another bullet. The bullet that hit Rock. What about that?
You're a speculation, pal, and you knew it. Know it, sorry.
Maybe. But can you prove that it's not true?
Not with any certainty, no.
Nothing without conclusive. So come on. Come on.
look
You're
at
fucking up, Finn. I don't know what's going on.
You're fine. Keep it going.
Like,
Keep
I
going.
don't like.
Don't worry about it.
Single
ahead.
piece of evidence straight through my heart. I dare you.
Not to the heart, and you're to blame.
Well, what are you waiting for?
What are you
Shoot!
waiting for?
Ugh.
Love me like you do.
Something. Wasn't there a message word? If we can't prove it, tabbies.
I know you got
Jeez,
blanks.
Ruffles. I messed up. I know I did. I should have never have done what I did, not even for a school. But murder? No, that ain't me. Ain't a murderous bone in my body.
Conclusive proof. If only I could prove that Knight's gun is the murder weapon. Wait, perhaps I can.
Okay,
Ben?
the thing was,
Try again.
if you burst a balloon, you might have a scrap of credibility. Imagine, you could have run forensics to see if it matched my gun.
If we had the bullet that killed Mr. Rook, forensics could tell us which gun it was fired from.
No proof, no case. End of conversation.
Objection! Hold it right there!
What now? You're not about to claim you do have proof.
Of course I do.
That's not to be good. Alright, bring it on! Show me this proof yours.
The bullet that killed Mr. Rook that is the key to ending our little game. Very well, my conclusive evidence is not in my possession.
Oh, yeah, you don't have it. No, you don't have it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Not currently in my possession.
Alright then, thanks for playing, folks, but that's game over.
Game over, man! However, it is here in this room.
Whoa.
Love that. That's good.
I like how the
What?
first. Yeah.
As we know, the bullet that killed Mr. Rook passed through his body. But where did it end its journey? Perhaps we should cast our minds back to an earlier conversation. After passing through his body, the bullet that took Mr. Rook's life then found itself lodged in the vest.
Of course.
He's right. If the president hadn't been wearing that vest, things could have gone a lot worse.
But now, of course, we know what the so-called know that the so-called assassination attempt was a complete fabrication. The vest was prepared in advance, made it look as if it had been hit by a bullet, which begs the question, where is the real bullet?
I like it. A twist. This is good stuff, Edgeworth. Come on, then. Don't keep us in suspense.
Does any of the evidence point to where the bullet that killed Mr. Rook might have ended up?
Oh, very easy.
Monitors?
Okay. Oh.
Some broken buttons and doll.
Oh yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
All meant to have two horns.
Ooh, the plushie, of course it could have ended up in there.
Take that! Take
But
that!
could be so.
There's something very clearly missing from this room.
Yes, a prosecutor with some common sense.
Oh!
Damn.
Weird.
Brian, maybe.
Emphasis on the gun, of course.
Take a look at the bank of security monitors. That's
Huh?
no, that's
Oh.
I
I
see you've
noticed
caught
the
on,
ball's
Mr.
missing a horn,
President.
too.
Splendid. There are screens here showing views from all around this airplane, inside and out. The only external angle not covered is the right-hand side of the aircraft, and that's because one of the monitors is missing.
It's also missing a horn.
And
Yeah, both.
there was a monitor in that space previously, wasn't there, Mr. President?
There was. I have no idea what my plushie is doing there now, though.
It appears to be someone's vain attempt to hide what is obviously lacking. But where did it go and why? The why is easy enough to answer because it was struck by a bullet. For if we were to believe that the bullet in the vest was the real deal, then anything hinted at the existence of another bullet had to be removed.
So, where did the missing monitor go?
Where indeed, I believe that it must be hidden somewhere on this plane. After all, there wouldn't have been time to dispose of it outside the aircraft. Detective Gumshoe, conduct a search if you would.
Right away, sir.
Mr. President. Extraterritoriality, remember?
I have no objection to this search. Please go ahead. If it will help us discover the truth behind what happened to Rook, I will not stand in your way.
What are you... I don't believe this.
I'm the one with the
No
gun.
way. I don't believe this.
I don't believe this. I can't believe this.
Rest in peace, Dean Bristow.
Broke this. Broke that. Don't you ever think about anybody else.
The search has been authorized, Detective, if you wouldn't mind.
one vigorous data.
Sir, found the monitor.
Excellent work. Now go ahead and extract the bullet.
Let's see. Put my hand in there and just. Come on, got it.
Oh god, that is so much glass
Well-
scrapings. Oh Jesus Christ.
Ooh.
Would you look at that? Blood.
Blood.
This is the bullet that killed Mr. Rook. There's no doubt about it. And there you have it, Mr. Knight. The single piece of evidence you requested, straight through your heart. Even you must now admit it. If this bullet doesn't come from the spectator area gun, then Miss Lloyd cannot be Mr. Rook's killer.
Yeah, we're still missing it a little bit.
What? No pithy comeback? Detective, have forensics analyze the bullet for striations?
Striations, I believe. I'm not sure.
Striations, and compare them to the gun we found.
Yes, sir. We'll get the evidence you need. You can count on it.
Take your time with it this time.
Alright,
Now-
let's hear what the forensics has to say. Star can do the forensics, dude.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
go ahead.
Alright.
What?
You do the forensics
You do the
guy if he
forensic.
talks.
Okay.
Our findings are all as well. Sir. Firstly, the blood on this bullet is indeed that on the victim.
Proving that it was the bullet that killed Mr. Rook.
Secondly, we found Mr. Knight's fingerprints on the gun.
Probably from when I
Shit.
handed all the evidence over to him. Now for the key part, the striations. If they're not a match, then Miss Lloyd is in the clear.
Lastly, the striations of the bullet are a match with this weapon.
What? But how could that be?
Oh, I got it.
No.
Wait, but were there any fingerprints of the weapon?
Unless that is actually Knight's gun.
Well, keep in mind, like, yeah, if it is, like, think about it this way, like, where else would you put fingerprints onto a gun besides the outside?
Exactly.
Good point.
Anyway, keep going.
That's you, Sinbad.
Right. Yeah, I already did it.
Alright, okay.
Yeah, you can. Aw, come on!
There's no doubt about it, sir. This is the gun that fired this bullet.
How?
Well, isn't that something? Conclusive proof that I was right. Boom! In your face. What's the matter? Didn't think you had me backed into a corner, did you?
His boy. I got love
Yes,
my
you
juggle
must
get
read
around.
the board. As the only one backed into the corner here is you.
Bang!
Uh-oh.
Oh, we're doing this? Okay.
There's no denying it. Forensics proved that the gun and the bullet are a match. The bullet that killed Rook was fired from the gun you found in the spectator area. So who pulled the trigger? It can't have been me. I was up on stage.
Yeah, that's right.
Which leaves your little friend. The heck killed Rook. She's the murderer. And you just proved it. Thanks
By the
for
way,
the help,
I
by
looked-
the way.
By the way, I just looked at the. I actually looked at the play Google Translate, and yep, it is actually pronounced striations.
Alright.
That's a fact.
So
You're
according
gonna-
to Google, the meaning of striations. Hang on a
I
minute.
don't think I much care. I don't think I...
Well, it basically it's showing this the stress signs on the bullet.
Okay,
got
good to
it.
know. Good to know.
Your move, Edgeworth. But just remember two
Look at
things.
the information.
One, where you found that gun. And two, which gun the fatal bullet came from. Whichever way you look at it, I can't have been the shooter.
Gah, how did it come to this?
Me and the president, we admitted to faking the assassination attempt, no doubt about that. Now it's your turn to admit something, who the killer really is.
There's no way Tabby did it. Is there?
Don't let him get to you, Kay. We just need to go over his statements again. There must be something further we can deduce from them. I'm gonna.
Well, I guess I could
This just could just be a press
Yeah.
test.
All right.
Well, I guess you can say that this chase is turning into the Naked Gun. I guess you get. Did you get the reference?
No, I got it. I'm just questioning when somebody's stripped down to their mid undies.
That wheeze.
Somebody please clip that.
Yeah, if not, that's gonna go in the highlights.
He's there.
Yeah.
It's an honest question. I see Edgeworth fully scotted up and everything. So
All right.
Think about that. Hun.
Oh my god. Oh, sweet Lotus. Anyway. Okay, it's Mr. Edgeworth.
All right, let's do this.
we got to be really close to the end. That's why I'm like,
Yeah, this is the Presto theme, so this is definitely the last cross examination. Let's try it. Hold it.
One of them.
Guess we're just pressing everything.
Oh god.
No, that's
Objection! What was it you said? That forensics would back you up?
Gah!
How does it feel to be shot in the chest by your own conclusive proof? Huh? Not so good, I imagine.
Boy, and the gunnery match, Mr. Edgeworth. That kind of has to mean that Tabby pulled the trigger, no?
Even so, I simply cannot accept that.
But sir, there's no denying the evidence.
There isn't? So what am I missing? If I assume Miss Lloyd to be innocent, then the gun and the bullet shouldn't be a match. What is it, Kay?
Just thinking. If the evidence points to something that doesn't seem possible, then maybe there's something wrong with it.
You're asking me to call the evidence into question?
Well, there's no way Tabby did this, right? So if the evidence says that she did, then the problem must lie there.
You seem very sure about this.
Oh, look at you, so sure
But great
about
brief
living
intuition.
Oh, okay, I was about to do something cool. May I do one? Hey, oh, look at you too, just going ahead and being in a make-believe world. But just remember, you're in a reality. There is no Easter Bunny, there is no Tooth Fairy, and there is no Queen of England.
It's intuition. Look it up.
I wanted to pull that reference.
Yeah, no, I got it.
Intuition,
I
huh?
got it, though.
Still, she could be right. I simply don't
Oh my
believe
God,
Miss
you
Lloyd
pressed
to
the
be a
right
malicious
sentence.
liar, which means, as someone who believes that evidence is everything in court, the irony is not lost on me, but if I were to call a piece of evidence into question, it would have to be... Huh.
Neither?
The gun.
A gun?
Has to be the gun, I think. If something untoward is going on here, it would have to involve the weapon, not the bullet. After all, we only just recovered the bullet a little while ago. Furthermore, we know that Mr. Knight had an opportunity to handle the gun.
Now hand over the evidence you have gathered and remove yourself from this plane.
Of existence. Bang.
I'd do as he says if I were you, Edgeworth.
Huh! This can't really be the end of the line, can it? Indeed, he had an ample opportunity. There's no doubt that this gun is the weapon that was used in the crime, which means it must belong to...
Yeah.
Oh
Obviously.
yeah, he could have also, he could have switched it out.
Yeah!
Of course,
Take
because
that.
it's an attachable accessory.
The gun belongs to Mr. Knight! He switched them around. That has to be it!
Because the guns are readily available in Zhongfa.
Hey, you can just
Exactly.
Are you sure about that?
I'm 90% sure now that we know.
Let me get
You're 90% sure. What's the other 10?
I don't know. I'm not 100% sure all the time, you know? Let's try this. Objection!
Yeah.
No music. Help our gun. You got it right.
Admit it.
Booyah. what?
That was a good one. That was a good line there. That's going in the highlights. Admit it. You switched the
Would
guns,
have
didn't you, Mr. Knight? That's why the markings not match the weapon in question. It was yours all along.
An intriguing move there, Edgeworth. And
You must have made the switch when I handed over the evidence. While I was busy trying to make the case for remaining on the investigation. That is a full John Wick move! Oh my gosh!
holy crap!
Oh my
You
god.
took the laser sight from the gun we found in the trash can and put it on your own. Then,
more of
not
a
long
Lamborghini
afterwards,
idea,
you
but
handed
each their own.
that gun back to me instead of the one we found.
Did I, huh? You think I somehow knew you'd find, let alone run forensics on that bullet sometime in the future?
Is that so strange? You're a chess player, after all. A man well used to thinking several moves ahead.
You know, started up the cheetah there.
I'm flattered, but much as it pains me to admit it, you're overestimating my ability. Right. Do you even have any proof that I made the switch?
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Even more cross-examined, because why not?
The gun is the same model as
Look
mine.
at the end.
Weird, sure, but just a coincidence.
That explains the same, the pretty much the cal. It just means it's the same, basically the same rifle markings / bullet markings.
Yeah.
And look,
Or
there's a
both.
laser sight
Barrel
attached.
markings, yeah.
Also, take a look
The
at the
cylinder.
cylinder. 2 vent bullet. Just what we'd expect to see. So what proof do you have that I switched the original gun out for mine, huh? None. That's what.
Wait, we explained that we were only meant to find one bullet there, what? Right?
You say I'm overestimating your abilities? You surprise me.
What can I say? I'm a modest guy. More modest than you. That's for sure.
Ouch.
Everywhere except at the chessboard. That is.
I want to see Hunter and Knight just go out, just have a chess match now.
Just Hunter, why not just Hunter and Edgeworth?
We're gonna have enough chess for this game anyway.
Well, I don't see a chessboard here. Do you?
No.
Shame. Still, guess that gives you a nice excuse. I didn't mess up. I just didn't have the right evidence.
I don't think I'll be the one making excuses. Rather, I didn't mess up. They just got lucky with the evidence. Will be your excuse, I'd imagine.
Ooh.
Okay. That neck cast looks so uncomfortable.
Yeah, and also
Damn
the
right.
laser sight. That's the one that he's talking about.
Okay. Let's...
The laser sights could be switched out.
I'm gonna press this.
Hold it! And beat that.
Hold it! Because you swapped it on there.
Put up or shut up, Edgeworth. Where's your evidence?
Well, that is...
Don't go making accusations you can't back up.
That's true.
Or did your daddy never teach you that?
You do not use Gregory Edgeworth's name in vain!
You do not have right to do that.
Touchy subject, bud.
You crossing the damn line, you bad.
Daddy issues.
Damn.
Daddy issues.
I am playing a lot of the douchey characters, I just realized. Anyway,
So dead.
as it stands, the facts are in my favor here.
I'm so curious about that. That doesn't
Hold
make
it!
sense to me.
I've been meaning to ask, actually. What about your own weapon? How many spent bullets are in its cylinder?
So go here. Well now.
Let's see.
You've been reloading a lot as we've been going on, so.
I let loose a few rounds earlier, as you saw.
Yeah, you've been reloading the
Big
whole
shot.
He reloads his gun every time he fires it?
Talking about a waste of ammo.
Yeah. But
Yeah,
even
that's
if I
true.
were to tell you how many there were at the time, you'd have no way of verifying that.
Of course! In order to swap the guns properly, he'd have to maintain the right number of bullets per gun. He didn't have the chance to put on any gloves, though, which means...
Alright, I think it's about time you did the right thing and resigned. Don't you? Game's all but done. See?
Alright.
Let's save and
Hold it!
do the evidence.
We'll just keep pressing.
Hold it! The proof is...
Objection. Something you clearly don't have. If you did, you'd have made... Let me try again. Something you clearly don't have. If you did, you'd have made your move by now.
We do so have proof. Right, Mr. Edwards?
We won't be given the chance to investigate any further. I'll have to work with what we've gathered. Think, Miles, think. Consider all the possibilities.
If you've got the goods, it's now or never.
How am I supposed to prove he switched the guns?
Unfortunately, we don't have any direct evidence of his wrongdoing, but that in itself is proof of a kind, because... Gumshoe.
Gumshoe.
Because otherwise, the striations wouldn't line up like they did. Right, sir?
Right. We must carefully consider and infer what we can from the evidence he brings up in his testimony. The truth is in there somewhere.
Okay, so we actually are proving something. Okay.
Yes.
But that doesn't add up. Do we just show the gun again?
Probably. What about the bullet?
Oh, I mean the bullet's the bullet.
Hmm.
Like it's not really much. It's kind of a little crumpled and everything there. But I think we just do the gun again.
Alright, let's save.
Save just in case.
I know we're doing the gun again, basically, but it's like he has fingerprints. They're in the gun, right?
Nope. Are you trying to
Alright,
bullet?
there.
Let's
Okay.
try to bullet then.
Oh yeah, you can't switch out the bullet, I guess. Maybe.
Yeah.
Once it's spent from its casing, that is, he cannot switch it.
That's right!
Yeah, that's fair.
Especially since it's folded as well. Look at the damage.
Nope.
Nope.
What?
No.
You can
Hmm.
read the save button.
We need to think this through.
Yeah, okay,
On
let's
this-
not jump the gun, because this game, as I've been saying, this game wants
Jump
us
the
to
gun.
not jump the gun. It's literally like, this is the main thing.
Jump the gun.
You're really funny there, DJ.
Maybe we're just proving it on the wrong one. Maybe we're just
Maybe?
happy. Maybe we're doing it on the wrong
Forte.
one.
Nope.
You know, he did something different on both of those. One was a smug and the other was firm, but they must have randomized one to keep people from like doing that.
Try it.
Gun again?
Yeah, there we go. Okay.
Yes.
We're doing it on the wrong part.
Okay,
I figured it was right.
Yeah, I have your proof right here.
That's gun again.
That's your proof.
Yes.
I think you've been working too hard, Edgy.
You don't call me edgy, only Larry can call me that. Anyway, not the gun itself, but the evidence it carries. Evidence that will prove once and for all that it does in fact belong to you! And that's what you get for using my dad's name in vain.
Go ahead. Make your move. What's about to come into play? The rook? The bishop? Not a pawn, just early.
The evidence the gun will provide from takes the form of, okay?
Fingerprints, right?
It has to be fingerprints.
Probably,
It
yeah.
has to be fingerprints. They're
Yeah.
Yeah, fingerprints.
Goddamn gun, right?
Fingerprints. Namely, your fingerprints, Mr. Knight.
Objection! My prints? Of course my prints are on that gun. You handed it right to me when you gave up the evidence. How could they not be on there?
Objection! What if I told you that there are prints on part of the gun that you shouldn't have touched at any point?
What? Where? Where can you prove that?
Oh, but I can. There is a place where your fingerprints could never have been left if things happened as you say. Allow me to present the final piece of evidence that will bring our game to its rightful conclusion.
And
The laser
then-
sight.
The laser pointer.
Oh, the barrel.
Laser-
No, the barrel. The gun.
The pointer.
This is a laser sight.
No, it's not this.
Laser sight, dude.
It isn't.
Dude, he had to take
barrel
off the
would make a
laser
lot of
sight
sense.
to put it on the
I
gun.
think he means to swap.
No,
the-
the
Yeah.
He
no,
was handling it
no,
on
no,
the
no, no.
inside of the gun.
Paz is talking about the
Hold it.
bullets in the barrel. That's what Paz is trying to say.
Yes.
Gumshoe's line.
Yeah.
It can be lined up with the target, making it a bit easier.
Yes, but while that is certainly true, it also increases the risk of your target realizing that you're there in your line of sights.
But I bet you wouldn't realize that if it were you, Mr. Edgeworth.
Why? Because I'm wearing red, you mean?
Yeah, exactly. How did you guess?
Okay, the barrel. Inside it. No, not that barrel. Sorry. The chamber.
The cylinder.
Cylinder? Yeah, hang on.
Yeah,
Hang on a minute.
The chamber. Not the inside of the gun. Like, how do you load a revolver?
The ammo. The ammo cylinder.
Yeah, that.
Yes.
Yeah, that.
Look.
Here, you can look. Here, look closely at the cylinder, detective.
Two bullets fired, but where are the prints we're looking for, sir?
On the bullets.
On the bullets themselves? You did indeed switch guns and I handed you the evidence. But if that were all you had done, your deception would have been easily detected, because the number of bullets fired by each gun was different.
There were 2 spent bullets in the gun we found.
Yeah. But what about Mr. Knight's gun?
You know that he fired 2 bullets from the stage into the balloon. He fired another bullet into Mr. Rook, ending his life. So 3 bullets in total, plus the few odd ones he let loose in shock during our little game. And after each shot, he reloaded his gun out of habit. Which is with his bare hands, of course. Officer, where exactly were Mr. Knight's fingerprints we found, the ones you mentioned in your report?
Sir, they were found on the exterior of the weapon, but also on the bullets themselves.
Boom! I'm not sure they could have...
yeah.
Or in that case, a bang.
Yeah, I'm not sure they could have gotten there just from me handing you the evidence, Mr. Knight.
There is one. I'll never get tired of that face.
There we have it,
Punch
proof
in
that
the
you
face by
did
Milmac.
indeed switch the guns. This gun, which fired the bullet that killed Mr. Rook, is yours. And in taking his life, you are the true assassin.
Alright, let's let this thing
There's this breakdown coming in.
I didn't.
Say it. Say the funny.
Checkmate.
Alright, yeah, you know what?
This breakdown.
Oh
Oh, that's a gun.
This is a blue badge! The blue
Think he
badge
did
strikes
that.
again!
With
I
everything.
didn't think he would actually do the Looney Tune ones.
No. It was going to be the new chief of security. That blasted Rook. Oh, if it hadn't have been for him, I would have been in charge by now. I would have been in control for the whole team. My plan was perfect. The phase assassination was supposed to be flawless.
My god.
Yeah.
Detective Gumshoe,
Run away, sir.
Monsieur Edgeworth! Our game isn't over yet.
I'm afraid this is as far as we go for today.
Pulls out his gun.
The next moves we play will be in the courtroom.
What? It's not fair. It's not fair.
You're under arrest, pal.
It's not fair. It's not.
Wow.
I fucking love that.
March 25th, 5:12 p.m. Gourd Lake, Lakeside Stage. Mr. Edgeworth, I owe you a debt of gratitude. You exposed the murder within the ranks of my own personal guard. I will not soon forget that.
He's suddenly very presidential again now that we are back outside of the plane.
I mean, he doesn't want to end up showing his true face as looking like a freaking bulldog outside now, won't we?
I just have a
No,
feeling that all
mostly an
people
old
from
line.
Zangfei are
Ah,
probably
sure.
furries, because Lang's a wolf and then Wang's a bulldog.
I mean, they're named after animals, but I don't think they're
Oh,
actually furries.
Wong's a lion. He's just
that was
he looks
more
like
of-
an old lion.
Yeah, that's what I
That's true. Turns from a lion,
Anyway.
from a bulldog to a lion, from lion to bulldog to back
Let
to
Mark
lion.
go. You were kind of talking over him.
Sorry.
I saw it, you know.
Oh no,
When
I'm
I
connecting
first
thanks for connection errors.
Fine.
Let me repeat it one more time. I saw it, you know, when I first proposed the fake assassination to him.
Fen?
You want me to handle it, not Vuk?
Rook refused. But I can rely on you, can't I?
Of course, sir. You can count on me. I'll put together a plan that can't possibly fail. And he'll play his part like the pawn he is.
This was everything.
The hatred in his eyes was plain to see. He despised poor Rook. I was not entirely comfortable about moving forward with Knight in charge of our little deception. And looking back, I was thinking he sensed my discomfort. I can't help thinking I played a part of a decision to end Rook's life.
Mr. President, none of this would have happened if you hadn't plotted to fake an attempt on your life. That was your crime, and it is a crime you will have to live with.
You are right. I can only apologize for the part I played. And I will no doubt be made to pay for my actions in one way or another. But I thank you nonetheless. You solved the riddle of Rook's demise, and for that, I shall be eternally grateful. I will be here in your country for a little while longer yet. But when I have returned home, perhaps you will visit us in Zangfa. You will always be welcome.
We'll be visiting you, but just not because of you. We have a friend over there.
Yep.
Oh, thank you. You all don't know how grateful I am.
All's well that ends well.
Miss Lloyd, the accusation of murder made against you was of course entirely groundless, but the fact remains that you are a willing participant in the staged assassination attempt. The police will no doubt wish to speak to you about the matter. You should be aware that you may well be punished for your actions.
No, I'm awfully sorry about everything. Truly, I am.
I understand your desire for a scoop, but there are limits.
There sure are. I got me some serious thinking to do.
I think, Mr. Edgeworth, it was something else. Local prosecutor solves assassination and conundrum. Earns eternal gratitude of president. Now that's a headline. How's that for a headline?
Hey, that there's my department. Mr. Prosecutor, how's it feel to solve such an important case? You must be over the moon.
She certainly doesn't stay down for long. No comment.
Dang, you're one talented son of a gun.
As well as I should be. This case is not over yet.
Isn't it? How come, sir?
Because until we unravel the story behind this, the case will never be completely over.
Second missing
what?
shot.
Oh, the
Oh, the
card?
calling card.
Oh, yeah, the
Yeah.
card.
Yeah,
Yeah, like,
Take that.
did he not kill you?
Takero's motive.
Takero's calling card.
Mr. the Killer has yet to complete his assignment.
Oh yeah, he doesn't do that.
You mean he might still try to murder the president?
I hope I'm wrong, but if I'm not, this could all blow up into something more sinister yet.
He'll probably end
As
up
one would
dead.
expect with the attempted assassination of a president, the case was all over the news, and my preparations for Mr. Knight's trial were constantly interrupted by requests from the press. There wasn't a person in the land who didn't know about the case. Everybody was talking about it, but in the midst of a frenzy that followed, nobody noticed that this was the first move in a game far bigger than any of us could have imagined. Oh my
More
God.
long case stuff, yay!
That
All
was
right, then.
that was the best first case that I've played in an Ace Attorney game. My
Yeah, and
goodness.
Nice.
everything's gonna link
This
up.
stuff, that's for sure. This is
Seems we basically have
is
another
really
case in our
fun.
hands that everything is gonna get linked up together.
alright.
And
Episode
then
2
next
will
time,
be
the captive turnabout, and it
Oh, and
looks
we got a
like
new
we
girl.
are going to meet a new character next time. I am excited, but
Penny, maybe.
new items
Anyway.
unlocked in the gallery. Let's take a
Yeah.
look.
Normal stuff,
Look at
really.
that.
All right, let's see.
Yeah, we got some.
I think it's probably good in time now.
Yeah, we got all the art pieces and stuff. Like this is like the stuff from Promises to Keep. Like
Yeah, normal stuff, really. Anyway,
and then we got of course
all that.
The
character.
first one though.
Let's take a look. I need to take a look at some of these. Hang on. where
Character
is it?
compendium.
Okay,
Yeah.
I need to change art style to pixel. Let's take a look. Oh wait, crap.
oh,
That
yeah. Yeah, you're going really far. You
Yeah,
go back
I-
around. You just cycle too far around.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Why? These are all the.
Yeah.
Oh, that was cool. Like,
I
it
love
looks,
that.
it looks
Yeah.
just as smooth in the pixel form.
Yeah. He looks like a Street Fighter character.
He kind of
does,
does,
yeah.
actually.
Yeah, the
Confrontation as well, apparently. Look at that.
Oh, okay.
Hang on, is that him just holding his knife like that? Hang on.
Yes.
Yep.
I guess so.
And Mr. Payne.
Ah, Mr.
Now,
You
let's
forgot
go
this.
on.
Yeah,
Yeah, pixelized.
Payne.
Normal
Okay.
stuff. Alright.
Yeah.
It's like 9:48 right now.
Yeah, that was amazing.
Yeah.
We will be back next time with some more Ace Attorney Investigations 2, and of course, our last Promises to Keep stream will be sometime later this week. So keep an eye out. We will be doing Ollie's route for the last one, and then we will be on Promises to Keep will be on hiatus until May when the next update comes out, which will be Rofi Day 4, and I'm pumped. Anyways, thank you all so much for
Alright.
tuning in tonight. Let's find someone to raid. And I think I know someone
just
who
gonna go
is
hop
live right now, and I need
Alrighty,
to.
hon. Have a good night.
You all have a good night.
Let's raid my good friend, the singing dog. Nice.
Nice.
Alright.
Until next time.
Oh, that was great.
Bye.
All right, ready up, raiders.
Oh, that was great.
Do this.
This game is already like really,
Of course, of
really
course.
getting great. Like,
I know, right?
anyways, we'll be back next time. Stay tuned, and of course, we'll be back. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Alrighty.
I haven't said that line in a long time.
Okay. Hey, you wanna know what's funny now?